Hey everybody, this fishing getting set up here. Move along. There we go. Hey Chris Hope, how you doing? Bubba FPV, Corey Mano, Kush FPV, Centroid. Oh, my nap was very good, thank you. Well deserved. Everybody check out Bubba TV, FPV. He's at 79, guys. Let's get his numbers up. Bubba FPV. He has very good content also. Drone Tread on Me, how you doing? Drone Tread on Me's at 337. Very good content. Check him out. Gonna hit you up, Centroid. What you got? Centroid's at 684, guys. Yes, yes. And Chris Hope is at 378. Everybody check out Chris Hope's channel. Very good content also. Philly Drone, hi. Explicit. I want to check out your channel, Explicit. Explicit's at 677. And Philly Drone Life. Check out Philly. 715. Philly, you're getting up there, my friend. Yes, sir. Okay. Kush FPV, is that what? Kush FPV is at 381, guys. Yeah, I seen that last night. Yeah, he won a drone off of Kelly's last night. Yeah. Drone Blue, how you doing? Johnny Bellew. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Welcome, welcome. Everybody check out Johnny Bellew. That 1K. Check out the channel. Okay, Centroid, you're very busy. If you want to come on, let me know. Yes or no. Very simple. I'm going to John Donato. How are you doing? Oh, doing very good there, John. Yes, sir. Okay. Blonde. I'll send you that link. Yeah. Okay. Long time no see. Everybody check out John Donato. Check out his channel. Long time he hasn't been on, guys. I'm sure most of you guys don't have him. Boy, oh boy, drone worship, you come out with these weird expressions. Mike Sorini, how you doing? Good day. Yep, everybody check out John Donato. He's at 53, guys. Let's get his numbers up there. Been a long time he hasn't been on. D-Man 52, how you doing? Yep, everything's doing good. Dennis Nations 13 Gaming, good day. AK Joe, hi. Everything's going good, yes. Sky Pilot's in the house. Oh, doing very good there, Sky Pilot. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Old guy in a drone. I'm excited to play my new icon. No, thank you there, Drone Bum.
Hello, Roger.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well.
Drone Bum, is it too late to invite you on?
Oh, Bum.
Yeah. Don't know. I don't have a picture of you, Centroid.
Yeah, I'm working on it. You know me. You know me. You know me. Give me a second. I might leave and come right back, okay?
Okay, cool. Hey, Paul Murray, how you doing? Yeah, I saw your video there, Paul Murray. Yeah, very nice. Phantom Flight 101, how you doing? Not that. The Redneck Channel, how you doing? Cool. That's good there, Phantom Flight 101. Glad to hear that. Okay there, Drone Bum. Yep, thank you, Mike Serini. Kim's upstairs. I don't know if he's on his computer or his PlayStation. I don't know yet. Everybody check out everybody's channel.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Same issues. We'll fix it, though. There we go. Settings. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Figured it out.
Here's your little friend. There you go. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, sir. And yourself?
Okay.
You know me. I have too much fun with this tech stuff, even though it drives me batty. If you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yeah. You weren't supported. You were okay. See, Philly Drone Life just had to re-support Paul Murray.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, Paul Murray's got some cool videos on it. He took with his Enterprise, with the heat cameras and whatnot. It's really, really cool.
Let's see. Just sending out another link. Mike Roche, how you doing?
Mike Roche, he was on last night. He's a good guy. Can't wait to hang out with him. He's pretty close to me.
Yep. Okay. RC Weavin, how you doing? Michael Grooms. Mr. Dutchy Dutch is in the house. Philly Drone Life, Explicit, Sky Pilot. Well, thank you there, Sky Pilot. Yes, everybody, hit that like button. So, Drone Bum, if you want to come on live, I can put my email in here. You just got to email me and I'll send you a link. I'm on Google Hangouts. Just got to check something out here. Everybody, check out Mike Roche Studios. He's at 88. Let's get his numbers up. Hope I'm saying the name right.
I always butcher names. Always, always, always. I try my best, though.
Okay, I'm going to put my email down here. So, Drone Bum, my Hotmail's there.
Yeah. Drone Bum.
I got company, but the heck with them.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Aesop Fishing's in the house. I saw your last video, Aesop Fishing. Really good. Getting really good at that, man. Old guy in the drone, how you doing? Won't be long, old man in the drone. I got sent out to 3 of them already, 4 of them there, so I gotta wait. See what's gonna go on here.
That's weird.
If I don't send Val a link, I'll get shot.
That's interesting. My text is inverted. Oh well.
If you hear my clicking of the mouse a lot, you'll know why.
See if I can fix that.
There we go. Don't know if she's going to come in or not, but let's see. Because she's at work right now.
Oh, yeah.
Ken Drone on camera. Good day, good day. Mike Roche Studios. Bonjour. I mean. Yeah, so our day was pretty quiet here today. But it was sunny out, but it was still way windy again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. I know part of the states are going to be getting hit hard with a snowstorm. I just heard that again on the news today.
Yeah, supposedly. Do you know when?
Tomorrow.
Whatever.
Tomorrow and okay, I'm waiting for his email there. I gotta see if I got it. Let me know when you sent that email there, Drum Bump. I'll send you the link. Hey, King FBV, how you doing? 3D printing, how you doing, Heath?
Mike Roche, yeah, I got all kinds of tech going on. Too much. That's my bane. I just can't
You're
seem
working
to.
on OBS tonight.
No, this is just a split cam add-on. No
okay.
OBS. Oh, please, enough of OBS for a little bit. At least until you're done. Then I might go live. I don't know. I'm in for some more punishment, I guess.
Man, I know a lot of people are on live tonight, though. Man.
Oh yeah, Cab 7's on, so you're safe there.
Yeah. Green Bay Wacky's on live, and I think Andrew's not on live tonight. He's not on live on Saturday nights.
Yeah, he was on Cole Outdoors earlier today.
Mm-hmm. Jagged Scott, how you doing? Hi, folk. Just a quickie. Okay there, Jagged Scott. Thank you very much. And everybody, please hit that like button. Thank you. RC Raven. So I need to check the weather. My club has fun flying tomorrow in Syracuse, New York, at least scheduled to. Okay. Oops.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you're going.
There we go.
3D printing with Heath is 2 away from 300, guys. He's missing 2 for 300. Swiftfox is in the house. Nameless Droner, how you doing? Glad to see you. Glad to see everybody.
It's kind of quiet without Philly Drone Life on.
Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting to see because I sent out 3 invitations. I'm waiting to see who's coming on. I sent out Phantom Flight 101. Sent one to Val. Sent one to Drum Bump's got to email me. I don't know if you got it yet. No, I didn't get it yet. Nope. No mail. Yeah, he likes that shirt. Yes, he does. I'm gonna have to get Stacy in here again one night to do another live stream.
Who's that now?
Stacy Abshire. Abshire. Stacy.
Is that the name of the channel? And is that person in here?
His name. Yeah. Name his channel too.
Okay. Is he in here tonight?
No, he's not here tonight.
Because I was going to say that doesn't sound familiar, but then again, I have over 1,200 subs now that I've subbed to, so I wouldn't know anymore. Hey, Dennis, lovely. Dennis, you're on my list, man. I gotta get together with you.
No, but he does his live streams. It's around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I see he gets on.
Who, Dennis?
Yeah, no, Stacy Abshire.
Oh, okay.
I mean, man, so I come to get on in the morning. He's already been on, you know.
Yeah. So the question is, who's going to be my next victim as an interview, a guest on my panel? It's either going to be Dennis, I guess, or Philly Drone Life, Michael. First come, first serve, gentlemen. Don't worry, Roger. I've got you. I've got you. We're gonna have to do Google Hangouts, though.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Well, out of those,
not gonna be much of an interview.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, we're always. Well, don't worry. I got a list of questions for you. I'm developing my arsenal. I mean, my questions.
Yeah, you send me an email and I'll send you the link.
Oh, Chris Hope. Yeah, I'd love to have Chris Hope on. Fly Natural, man. I was wondering where you were. I hope you're doing well, Roosevelt.
Chris Hope, do you have a cam? Can you go on live, Chris? Hey, Novice Squads, how you doing?
Yeah, Chris Hope is part of the Sunday Sunrise crew too now.
Okay.
Hey, Dennis, if you've noticed, I have no set time to go on. Don't use that as an excuse. You're not getting away from me.
The
I'll go
flying
on whenever.
instructor, Fly Natural. How you doing, Fly Natural? Good to see you.
I'll go whenever you want to go on, Dennis.
I
Oh,
got
look
him
who
right
it
over
is.
with that.
Look who it is.
Hey, Paul.
Hey.
Hey,
Good
Paul, how you
evening.
doing?
Good, Mark. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Nice videos, man, with that Enterprise.
Yeah, that was kind of the first foray. I'd flown it a couple times, but I didn't. I was concentrating on flying, and I didn't even hit the record button.
Well, flying's more important. Flying's more important.
The interesting part, Mark, is that because
Okay.
I had heard that, but nobody describes it when they review that drone. Is when you hit the record button, it records both the RGB, which is the regular, and the infrared all the time simultaneously in two different.
Really?
So, like, when you download it, you usually get one file.
Mm-hmm.
You get one RGB and you get one infrared.
Well, I think you can with some of them. I haven't played around with it. You can download in regular or raw footage too, but that's kind of cool. That's nice that you can have both.
Yeah, and that's when I did that. What I did was I loaded them both up on the editor and then just cut it out and tried to match it up a little bit, and I was just playing around with it.
Novice Quads, I just sent you the link. Fly Natural, you got my email? Oh, I got yours. Hold on, let's see.
Paul, it'd be kind of cool to see them both side to side occasionally too.
Yeah.
Be nice.
You can do that too. Yeah. Like I say, I'm just kind of learning about it. I mean, I had the FLIR camera on my Inspire, but it, like I said, you had to take that camera off, and it was a separate file, and then you had to switch it to the regular, whichever camera you were using.
Gotcha.
And this one does it all in one, and it's like, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
There you go, Roosevelt.
And everybody wants me to send it to them.
Yeah, right. Here, this is what I've got to do.
This is what between 6 p.m. 7 a.m.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, Dennis, I'll get back to you. I don't know if I have your email or not, but I'll get back to you.
Hey, Kush FPV. Yes, it's live.
Oh, that's nice, Centroid.
There we go. Am I missing any?
Well, Novice Quads is here now.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Novice?
How are you?
Good, man.
Nice to meet you guys, finally.
Yeah. Nice. Well, welcome to another day in paradise.
Good day, Novice.
How are you guys? What are you talking about tonight?
Oh, anything comes up on subject?
We can talk about Kim. Is he around?
Your camera's not working right, Novice?
Let me look at this because it's oh, duh. I thought it was working fine. Let me try again. Oh, I know what it is. Let me get out and I'll come back in. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. There you go.
And these flags are backwards for some reason. My camera's inverted for some reason. Don't know why. That's okay. It'll work. Roosevelt, how you doing, brother?
Okay, what about now, guys?
Lucky Roosevelt's on.
Yeah, you're on, Novice.
Thank you much. Thanks for the invite, Roger.
You're welcome.
Thanks again, Roger.
Roosevelt, you look like you're pretty kicked back there tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm just kind of taking it easy today. You know, I've been on the move since I got here, and I was my grandmother. She's having a birthday dinner for somebody throwing her birthday dinner, and I told him, I was like, look, I don't know if I'll make it or not because I'm so tired. I just
Wait a minute. Your sound went out, Roosevelt. Roosevelt, your sound went out.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up, Rosie?
Oh, there he is. Oh Lord. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood.
And whoever doesn't know Philly Drone, this is Philly Drone.
What's up,
Oh Lord.
Look at him laying down, sexy. Oh, sexy.
Is that Philly Drone Life?
Yes, it is.
That's
Yeah.
Philly.
Is that the
He's-
droner? The home droner? Who?
That's Novice Quads.
No,
Hey, Philly, it's Novice.
Okay, I get you
It's
confused
Novice
with the
from
other
New
guy.
York.
I apologize.
Yeah, you can either call him Philly or Michael.
Yeah.
Yes. It's Michael in the house.
Good morning.
He's also
guys.
known as the
Good
he's
evening.
also known as the sideways droner.
Yeah, right angle Michael.
Right.
I like that.
So stupid. Where's Paul? Where's Paulie? I'm waiting
He's
for
here.
Paulie.
He's on.
I'm on.
Where now? Paul Joan Bum's here? No, I know
Oh
you.
no, the other Paul.
The
John
other
Bum.
Paul.
John
Yeah,
Bum
you're
sent me
Paul.
an
He's
email.
Paulie.
Okay.
See, there's Paul, and then there's Paul.
What's up,
Oh,
sexy?
you meant Paul. I got you.
So how you been doing there? How you been hanging out there, Roosevelt?
Man, my internet sucks.
I'm hanging flying a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw some of my streams. I went out to the bay and flew a little bit, and I
Good.
thought I'd get to fly today, but it's raining again here, so I don't know.
Well, I think it's better off of rain rather than snow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's been snowing here in New York every morning.
Yeah.
So for the last 3 days. So I really don't like it. But I still flew today.
You know, when I was a young kid, I could never figure out why all the old folks want to go to Florida, but I figured it out now.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, but then you have to deal with the hurricanes down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we usually get like the runoffs of the hurricanes in Arkansas.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's especially the ones in the Gulf, right? They swing up and then come around, and then they start back east again.
Oh yeah, they'll come up through the Gulf and then get like remnants of the wind, and they'll dust up and start tornadoes coming through Arkansas.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Phantom Flight 101?
Yeah. After flying in the rain, dip the drone in a hot pot of liquid Flex Seal.
Hey,
Oh,
Roger, I'm going to click out and come right back in. I'm having some issues here, so I'm going to restart.
okay.
You
Mark,
know,
have to
Yes, sir.
get beach today? I mean, oh well,
What's
it's
that?
Sunday. What am I thinking about?
What was that question?
I was saying you didn't work today, but I'm thinking it's
Oh
Monday.
yeah.
I don't-
Not today. Not today.
you know that's what I get is I have to keep looking at the calendar like, what day is it? You know?
Well, you get, see this, Michael Grooms says, any advice on getting another drone in 2 weeks, a Phantom 4?
To be honest, I just switched from a Phantom 4 Standard to a Phantom 4 Pro. If
Yeah.
it's your first drone, I highly suggest the Phantom 4 Standard. Once you learn how to fly it, then you can upgrade your camera. Canadian Drone Hub, a few people have checked out my channel. All of the stuff that I have on there up until about a month ago was with my Phantom 4 Standard and or a Mavic Pro. So I highly recommend it myself, personally speaking.
Hey, I heard they had a lot of problems initially with the initial Phantom 4s.
No, I've had mine going on I've had mine going on a year and a half now, and I can tell you the only problem I've had was with that screwy behind DJI app. Once
Yeah.
I learned not to update it, I'm good to go. And flying here in New York is not easy. Trust me.
Now the standard Phantom 4 was still using Lightbridge, right?
Yes, it is using Lightbridge, and it has a half-inch sensor, which is
Right.
more substantial for daytime photography and low light.
Right.
Nighttime, you got to work really hard in Adobe or Final Cut, but I would highly recommend it. I teach people how to fly on mine, so.
Drone Shot says you have as many novice, you have many Hullies as he does at home.
Yeah, those are all 2.4 helis. They're like toy stuff you buy from the mall. I don't have any gas powered joints though.
Okay.
My wife won't let me have gas in the house anymore.
Chris Hope says he has a 2.5, no issues.
Hey, novice.
Yeah.
Isn't the standard and the Phantom 4 Pro, don't they have the same camera? And I thought the only difference, thought the difference was the sensors. I'm sorry.
No, there's two differences. The Phantom 4 standard has sensors on the front, the bottom, the standard ones on the bottom. That's it. The professional has left and right side.
Correct.
Rear.
That's the one I have.
And bottom.
Yeah.
Correct.
What's the camera difference?
The camera difference is the Phantom 4 standard has a half-inch sensor and the professional has a 1-inch sensor with an actual physical aperture. Every other DJI drone that I know of, including the Hasselblad that you guys have on the Mavic 2, has a digital aperture. The Phantom 4 Pro has an actual physical aperture for controlling the light.
Mechanical.
Yes, it has a mechanical. Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. It's good to know that I thought it had the same camera.
No. It has the same The Pro has the same camera as the Advanced. That one has those two have the same camera, and the Advanced also has sensors on the side and rear.
Gotcha.
But that's the only difference.
Nameless Joner in the chat saying that they haven't updated the DJI firmware in over a year. You can't fly. You can't
on the
fly.
Phantom 4, not true.
No,
you
true.
can't, because
you can't fly in the geo zones if you keep it up to date.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, flying here in New York, we have to worry about that. But the Phantom 4 standard, the software was updated, but there are two versions after last July's version. If you update after last July, you won't be able to fly nowhere in New York. I still have the July 2018 version on my bird, and I can take off. And I live within 5 miles of the airport. I actually live from the 3-mile marker out. Now, here in New York, if you're within a 5-mile radius of an airport, you're not supposed to fly. But a lot of people don't know, from the 3-mile buffer out to the 5-mile radius, you can, provided you call them or you use lamps or whatever. Now, stop instigating Phantom Flight 101. now, if you update the software on that Phantom 4 standard, you're not going to be able to fly any damn where. Seriously.
Doesn't the
But you can also downgrade the software, correct, and go back to the latest.
You can, but what they're going to eventually do is, and Phantom Flight 101, and he flies here in New York with me as well. What we came to the conclusion was, actually he did, that eventually in the state of New York, and I can only speak for the state of New York, you're going to have to be a 107 licensed pilot to fly.
Wow.
It's getting to that point, because right now with Lance, places that I was flying last year and the year before without a problem, now Lance is saying you can't fly there anymore. Also, if you update your DJI software to the latest version, you can't fly over bridges anymore. You can't fly under them. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
They're trying to limit you to local parks. But as long as you don't update to the final version, you're good.
I checked the DJI app when I was in Oakland yesterday, and I was gonna go by the Bay Bridge. There was no kind of geofencing or restrictions by the Bay Bridge, and
well, see, what the problem is, the geofence is not there physically. It's in the software. You ever notice DJI asks you to update your FlySafe database?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you update that FlySafe database, you might as well stick your thumb in your butt and use your drone as a paperweight. Seriously, because the Tappan Bridge, where I flew last year, I flew across it, I flew under it. You know, I do videography, and because I updated my software on my Phantom 4 standard, I was trying to fly between the two arches of the bridge, you know, get a nice shot sideways like this, going by over the traffic, and I hit a geofence. The geofence is not physically there. It's in the DJI software. So DJI software tells you, do not go over any bridges, do not go under any bridges.
So, Novice, does the Litchi apps, from what I'm hearing, if you download the Litchi app, you don't have any of them issues and flying that app? Because if it's in the software, then you just use a different software to fly the drone.
Yes and no, but the problem with Litchi is if DJI finds that your drone went down with Litchi on it, your DJI refresh care is a waste of time.
Right.
Now, I do know guys who fly with Litchi. I personally don't suggest it unless you're doing waypoints. I mean, that's the only advantage I see over it, and you have unlimited altitude. But other than that, I don't see any real purpose for it.
I've flown with Air Maps a few times, and it's real useful, but it gives you a lot of more restrictions.
What, Air Map?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of people don't know, but DJI is using Lance. Last Sunday night, we had a show, a live stream, me, Phantom Flight 101 and we were talking about how Lance affects you. And DJI said in 2019 they were going to use Lance, and they're using it. There's a list of about 14, 15 apps that use Lance. But speaking about Air Map, Air Map works in conjunction with DJI. When we apply for authorization here in New York to fly, we get a text, 6-digit number text from Air Map giving us authorization to fly through the DJI app. We put in the number and it clears it.
I tried to get authorization through Air long ago in Little Rock because I was wanting to fly near the Clint Library's Rolling Hills to get some shots out there, but it kept giving me the same runaround. You know, I put my phone number in and I hit submit, and then it would say, well, you need to select the country. And then
you do. Select the country and put in your phone number without the 1. But what version operating system are you using on DJI? Because if it's not July, what is it? Off the top of my head, it's July 21st, 2018. That's the final version. If you use any version after that, you're going to have problems flying places, man.
Okay.
I mean, if you can backdate, do it. But eventually, they're going to take that software out. And if you don't have a file or a copy of it somewhere, you're going to have issues.
Hello, guys.
Can you guys just look at the chat a little bit? The guys are asking.
I'm so sorry. I'm actually trying to find an Allen key that fits the drone here while I'm talking. Yeah. What are they saying in the chat?
Nameless Jonas says you need to be a smart guy on computers to revert back to the prior firmware.
No.
Dennis Lovelady says I have updated my M2P to the latest and flew over the huge bridge today in Georgia.
Okay.
Like Serene, I'm not good at the computer, but I did figure it out.
He's only speaking for New York, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I can only speak for New York City and the metropolitan area. Now, we have flown upstate New York and like Croton Gorge Dam, way upstate New York away from the city, and we have not had any issues. The real issues are the local parks here in New York. They say that you can only fly in an airfield, 5 airfields here in New York City. Well, check this out. There's one airfield that is within the 2-mile radius of the airport, but yet they say it's legal to fly there.
All of the airfields are within 5 miles of the airport.
Oh, there he is.
Hey,
how you doing,
King FPV says the real question is how do we reverse engineering our DJI apps? I don't care about DJI refresh. I care about doing what I want to.
Stop your tablet or your phone from updating the app.
Yes, you have to do that, or else it will update every time you cut the bird on. If you tell it not to auto update, it can't look for something that's not there if it doesn't know to update.
Yeah.
Now, there is a bit of an issue that I think, again, speculation. If you're 107 and you don't prove that you have the current updates to certain things, then you might get yourself into a little bit of trouble, because that's usually on a checklist. Do you have all firmware updates and such? Do you think that's a problem if you're flying for 107 purposes?
If you're 107, then you're authorized to fly in that area.
Yeah, but they also want to make sure that your bird is up to date with all specs and all firmware. So if something should happen, supposedly, allegedly, if something should happen and they come after you, they're going to look for all your paperwork. They're going to look for your logs. They're going to look for everything. And one of the things they supposedly will check for is to see if you have current updates to all your equipment.
Okay, well, there is a catch-22, and you can get away with it. And it's the same way that you remember the gentleman that hit the Black Hawk helicopter here in New York?
I didn't hear about that, but go ahead.
Well, he hit we personally believe the Black Hawk helicopter hit him. Here in New York, we actually have to move out of the way because there's helicopters flying illegally. Privately owned helicopters by the rich. A military helicopter turned towards our friend's drone last year when we were flying, literally turned towards him. He had to dive down to avoid getting hit and out of the way of the prop wash. To be honest, all you have to do is say, well, even though I am a 107 licensed pilot, I didn't know about the software. You could get away by saying, I don't know.
Or you could just write in, the new software.
No, they'll check the data.
No, they're going to check.
That means you're authorized to fly there. You should have no problems taking off.
That's true too. True too. But the problem with the DJI app is that you may have authorization as a 107 licensed pilot, but for example, 2 miles from me right now, other than Kennedy Airport being 3 miles away, is an abandoned heliport. They've torn the hospital down 5 years ago, and that heliport is still active. And you really can't do a whole lot about it except contact them and send in a request through Lance saying that heliport is no longer functionable, and hope they get back to you.
Well, they should be able to take that off of the the mapping system, because Google updates their maps. I don't know how often, but
It's true, but DJI, you have to remember, is in China, and they could care less. They're letting us update our maps every time we go live and we get ready to fly. Technically, if you have a live internet service, it should be updated, but it's not. And it doesn't. And Google Maps, believe it or not, they do update, but their maps are literally years behind for terrorist reasons, though.
Guys, you want to look in the chat through what the people are saying?
Because, I forgot all about that. We're just sitting here having a whole conversation.
I'm taking my bird apart, and I wasn't even looking at the screen.
Osby Jones says, without giving too much away, the no limit drones guys have now got the keys to the castle to do this so much more than before. Mega tweaks and mods to come.
Well, you want to know what? A lot of people are switching to this sport because with racing drones, they're unaffected by GPS, geo walls, etc. But if your racing drone has a GPS chip in it, they can still track you. But you racing drone out there that didn't know that.
As long as that thing operates on 2.4 or 5.8, somebody could take it down with a transistor radio.
Yep. Exactly. That's sad to say, but it's true.
So your racing drones are not exempt. They interfere with each other's signals.
Yeah, you have a valid point there.
And different brands also interfere with each other. I know my friend, he has the Unique Typhoon, and it interferes with my Sparks transmission.
Oh yeah, I heard that
Will
too.
interfere with a Sparks
But
transmission.
you gotta realize, you have to realize that both of those birds are Wi-Fi tech.
Yeah,
So
that's
that would
right,
explain a
Phantom.
lot.
Yeah, from what I gathered, even what's the name? Drone Worship said if you got a couple guys flying Mavic 2s and Mavics, you pull out your Typhoon H. I have one. Apparently, that ST16 controller literally can interfere so much that they lose control of their bird.
Well, here's something that we experience here in New York. We have a lot of meetups, and we may have as many as 20 guys at a meetup with about 5 or 6 birds in the air. If you have 3 or more Mavic Pro 1s in the same area, 3 or more DJI Phantom series, or 3 or more Mavic 2s in the area, they're all splashing over each other. It's as if we all had walkie-talkies and we're all going, "Hey, I'm here," and we have that problem all the time. In fact, Phantom Flight 101 to tell you, when we have meetups, I don't fly anymore unless I get there before or I get where everyone's going and then I fly. For that
Even though I know the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 and the Mavic 2, they both run on OcuSync, do they still have interference with the other birds?
From what I understand, and Phantom Flight 101 could maybe answer that, the OcuSync birds, we haven't seen too much of an issue, but we haven't seen more than 3 flying at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Because when we have a meetup, we try to have 5 or 6 guys in the air at one given time, because we fly with radios. So this way you don't have to yell to 10 guys, past 10 guys, "Yo, what's your altitude?" way at the end. The problem with not using radios is you have to yell. It's all about communication though, but we get away with it quite easily here in New York because they have all our registration numbers and everything like that.
So now, what happens when there's you're saying that when there's three of the same drones that you're having problems with the interference and all, are you getting flyaways at that point, or
no?
Flyaways are a thing of the past, actually.
Yeah.
But as far as the Mavics are concerned, I have seen them interfere with each other.
Yes,
everybody
Mavic Pros
right about this signal, and all it is a transmission signal.
Correct.
All it is.
So what happens?
So great. It's good for long distance and getting a good picture back to your tablet or your phone. Other than that, it's still going to have the same interference issues.
Correct.
So what exactly is happening when you have 3 or 4 more birds in the air? Is it
get video transmission signal back to the tablet? It flickers a little bit.
Okay.
Right. Know that little purple line you see across the screen sometimes?
Correct. So, so Phantom 101, so you're not getting the problem where I'm actually controlling somebody else's bird, am I?
No. That
doesn't affect the control link, right?
No.
But it still isn't fun flying when you can't see which way it's going or whatever.
Michael, you know about that, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's no fun.
Hey, Michael, tell those new guys in there about how you flew right angle the other day.
Yeah, so guys, I know you guys can appreciate this. So the other day I did a live stream. I was on YouTube strike and I finally got out 90 days. So I was a little rusty and I started my stream out. I turned the drone on. I broke all my rules. I turned the drone on in my car and started the live stream. So normally, so I'm talking and I push my finger on the tablet and I swipe it left to show the park. So now my camera's pointed 45 degrees over to the park. Oh, that's where I'm going to fly, blah, blah, blah. And it's snowing, guys. And okay, I'm going to go out there and do a flight. So normally what I would do is go out, shut the drone off, restart it up, get my home point, all that. Well, I was so pumped up, I didn't do any of that. And walked to the home point, walked to the center of the park, took off, and proceeded to fly a whole flight with the camera at 45-degree angle and kept saying, "Boy, something's not right."
You didn't get an error message?
I couldn't figure it out, guys. I'm zipping around churches trying to orbit and just couldn't get it. Something didn't feel right.
I think you were attributing it to the wind.
Yeah, no, I do, guys. I blame the wind. I need the sticks need to be calibrated. And then sure enough, on the way home, I'm like, okay, something's not right. And I did the camera down, camera up, and it hit me. The light bulb went off. But yeah, that was so I know what it's like to fly sideways.
Did you get any kind of error message?
No, nothing.
What was wrong?
Guys, can you give me a second? Another guy's got a question in the chat there. We don't chat once in a while. Does versions the VO 2.62 need to be rolled back? How do I keep it from updating automatically?
Turn off automatic updates.
How you doing, Mel?
Your device automatically updates the apps in your device.
Well, look who it is.
Stop it from updating.
400 AGL himself.
Hey, how you going?
The house.
Yeah.
You just go into your settings and turn off auto update.
Yep. That'll be the best way. And then the app will not look for any updates anymore.
Yep.
If the app doesn't update, the drone doesn't know it needs to be updated.
King says he can't find the auto updates.
In the Go 4 app, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You turn it off in your device. Your device automatically updates the apps in your
Right.
device.
Whatever you're flying with, your phone or your tablet, you know how it says, okay, Google Maps needs an update, DJI 4 Go needs an update. Turn that feature off on that DJI Go 4, and that should resolve your issue. But now this is only going for Phantom 4 owners, Mavic Pro owners. If you backdate to 7/20-something 18, and you can save that file, you'll never have to worry about it again, at least until they put it in the software completely.
So Novice and
How you doing,
Phantom,
Mel?
do you guys prefer to use a tablet phone, or do you guys have a Crystal Sky or anything?
I use a 7-inch tablet to fly because I need to fly, and I came to realize this not too long ago. When I fly now, I have to put my glasses on because when I put my glasses on, my tablet looks like an iPad.
Mel, can you hear us? 400 AGL. Can you hear
iPad
us?
or television screen.
Mel looks like he's playing Pong. He goes left, goes right.
Mel, can you hear us?
Yeah, when you get older, guys, the screen has to get bigger, and I feel like Phantom, man. If I can attach a 52-inch flat screen to my thing, I would. Screw the size and all that.
Well, I use my iPad. I have the biggest one, the 12.9, and it does really well.
And it fits in the controller?
Hold on a second. Nameless Droner said,
special mount.
Nameless Droner says, don't do that DJI firmware update unless you fly in a country or in a place far the hell away from a city or airport.
If you fly in a major targeted city like New York or LA, you're going to have issues.
Yeah, I agree.
Mel, you in the house? Can you hear us?
Now, the most city I had the most fun flying in was Philly. It's the only city I've ever been to fly where you could take off anywhere and just fly anywhere.
That's the truth. That is the truth. I don't have any issues, guys, unless I'm within the 5-mile radius of the airport. And
Dude,
we
were right next to the airport. We were right next to it.
Even down by the stadium, there's no problem.
Right. Oh, yeah. I was absolutely. But you do have to put in the token number and all that. They will ask you to take responsibility for. Now, hold on, guys. I'm updated to all the latest versions. I update all the time simply because I don't want any knocks on my door. So I want to know where I'm supposed to be. And like I said, the city is already so open. I'm cool. I'm cool.
You are 100% right about your city being wide open, because my first time there, I didn't know how to freaking act. That's why we've been back 3 times.
Yeah.
Novice Starcop's asking you a question. Still trying to figure out what you think the UH-60 was doing illegally, the helicopters?
What were they doing illegally?
Yeah, yes, he's a helicopter pilot, Star Cop.
Oh, well, Star Cop here in New York, for some reason, like in I don't know how, I'm only speaking for New York, and Phantom Flight 101 can verify this, but here in New York, you have people who they either love the hell out of drones or they hate the hell out of drones, and there's a lot of helicopters trying to actually hit drones in New York so they can get on TV and become famous. And oh, the drone flew and almost took us out. Well, we have footage of one of our guys that we fly with of the helicopter turning and heading straight for him as he got out of its way. And it happens a lot out here. They're supposed to fly. I live 4 blocks from the ocean. They're supposed to fly along the coast out over the water. But when they're flying at 150 feet over the sands, they're usually rich guys coming from the Hamptons and Martha's Vineyards, and they need to be in Manhattan in 20 minutes. So that's how they do it. They pay the pilots. The same thing with the Statue of Liberty. The tourist helicopters, it costs you $600 to $1,000 to take a tour of the Statue of Liberty.
Holy shit!
Okay, now if you tip the helicopter pilot a couple of $100, he'll drop below 400 feet and give you that 250-foot view or 300-foot view. Now, keep in mind, while this is happening, there are always drones flying to the Statue of Liberty. Now, we have a friend in our group, the same guy that the helicopter had turned towards. He is the reason why you cannot fly around Statue of Liberty in New York City anymore. And if I can get a copy of that video, I'll try and get it for a future live cast or whatever. But he ran into the Statue of Liberty, and he went the next day to go claim his drone. And they had his drone. They issued him a fine. They silenced him for a while and said, you can't show the footage anywhere. And he just recently showed the footage this year on Facebook. So if I can get a copy of it, and all it was they sent him a new drone back, and you know how we are, little kids. We got our baby back. Let's go fly. He didn't check the return home altitude, which by standard is at 30 meters. Correct. So the Statue of Liberty is taller than 30 meters. So when he went around behind the Statue of Liberty where the arm is, he got behind it. He got the statue between him and the drone, and it started heading home at 30 meters and crashed right into her shoulder.
Yeah.
But they held his drone until he came and claimed it, though.
I bet
Osby drone,
for a while.
It's on YouTube.
Osby drone wants to come in for a couple of minutes there, and he's got to go out after, so he wants to say something. So I'm going to bring him in.
Go for it. Go for it.
What do you have to say?
Rick Halber, Roger Price. Thanks for saying hi. I'm just now looking at the chats.
Hey guys, that video that Novice is talking about is on YouTube.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
Give me a second. I will actually pull the link up.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
If I can, and I'll put it in. You guys can see his YouTube name is Cool Bick. We know him as Ray. We fly with him quite often. He has a clean run straight to the Statue of Liberty from where he works. So let me see if I can.
Probably named it something like "Lady with an Arm Ache."
Okay, let me go. I'm on his page. I'm on his channel now. Statue Crash. Here it is. Hold on.
Statue Crash. Gotcha. Statue.
Yeah, this is it. I got it. I'm going to copy it. And if you guys want to check it out, he is the actual reason why we can't fly. Now, check this out. Because of him, they put white buoys outside 400 feet around the perimeter of the island. Now, it's reported, and I only say reported because I haven't seen it happen, but I have heard of incidents where if you pass those white buoys, the snipers can take you out. Now, the only reason that I say it's reported is because last summer, a guy had acquired 8 Inspire batteries because his Inspire was shot down over Ellis Island.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, which is supposed to be considered a landmark, et cetera, et cetera. Now, here's the link. You guys do not leave the live stream. Stay in the live stream. Look look at it later, but if you see this video right here, he's the reason we can't get close to the Statue of Liberty anymore. All right, that's the link right there.
About what you were saying with the helicopters, I can't say that that's what's happening with the helicopters, but I will say this. If I'm out over the water flying and you're over there with your helicopter, why are you following me?
And that's true. And here's something else I need to bring up while we're talking on the subject of helicopters, and that is here in New York, the police and most tourist helicopters have equipment that allows them to see the drone in the air and your radio. And if they can see your drone and your radio, they can triangulate police to where you are.
Correct.
Okay, now we know for a fact this military helicopter saw our drones because he was at about 350, 400 feet and came down to about 200, 250 and turned towards our friend. And I was on a bridge. Fortunately, we have radios because where we were flying, I was in the middle of a bridge and they were off to the side because I was flying under the bridge. And I yelled over the radio, helicopter, helicopter. And everyone goes, where? So I say, coming down the river. And everybody starts lowering and descending or whatever. And this guy, this video link that I put in the chat, he has the helicopter turning towards him and going by as he's trying to get away. Now, as far as what the purpose was, Star Cop, I honestly cannot tell you, other than the fact that they're trying to get famous quick.
Well, Paul, weren't you saying something about the dual allows, aircraft to see the dual and the dual can see them?
Well, the new Enterprise series, you can see the aircraft speed, distance, and whatever. But I was also told that embedded in that technology on that aircraft is that, and they haven't activated it, but they can activate so that it transmits your position as well.
Yeah, that's a good good device to have on the bird.
That'll probably be on every drone that comes out from now on.
Yeah,
it should
at least from DJI.
Well, yeah, that's true. At least from DJI, I could agree. Hey, Roger. Yeah. This is the first time I've seen the whole bottom of your screen full.
Because the M210, doesn't the M210 do that already? That was one of the first ones that did that.
The M210, you can add that as a module, yes.
Hey, can I jump in for a sec? I got to go and pick up the daughter in a minute, do Dad's taxi. I just wanted to share. Have people played with No Limit drone software much? Have many people played with that?
In New York? Here in New York?
Anywhere. So No Limit Drones is software for DJI equipment. It does a number of things. It'll change some of the parameters that the DJI Assistant program won't let you change in terms of speeds and braking and all of that kind of stuff. It allows you to change some other parameters, etc. It's currently only available for PC, but they're about to do a complete rewrite. And the people who've been putting that software together, previously they had to hard code all of the commands into this app, but they're moving it into this new technology and new framework. It's going to be re-released for Apple Mac.
Is it
PC,
open source?
For Linux?
Do you know?
The new version will have an open source front end, but there is a back end server. It is a licensed product. It's only about $30 or something for a license. It's not ridiculous.
But it's not authorized by DJI, right?
let me just say, right, the DJI software talks to the aircraft using a protocol called DUML. And the people who are putting this software together, they have reverse engineered and they finally got the complete dictionary, the complete language of every command. So they can now do anything. They've got the keys to the castle. That's my way of explaining it.
Beautiful. Is it hard to do, Oz?
Is it hard to use the software? No, very easy. It's point and click.
What about a dumbass like me? Is it
the software is really easy to use. At the moment, it's like a version 1, but the version 2 is going to be a complete rewrite. So the version 1 right now, very easy to use, point and click. You just run it. It only runs on Windows at the moment, but the next version is going to run on Windows and Mac and Linux and the whole. In fact, I think they're even going to do an iOS app and an Android app as well.
Awesome.
If it's going to run on all of that, it sounds like they're going to be open source. Definitely. If they're going to run on all of those operating systems.
It'll be everywhere. But here's the really, really good one. All of these people who've been hacking and doing mods and tweaks and all of this kind of stuff, the DUML commands that they've discovered, they can send these commands and they are persistent. So if you want to tweak and mod something, even if you've got an unmodified, unpatched app, those hacks and tweaks are going to stay there on your bird, even if you turn it off and reboot it and whatever.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
Really good stuff coming.
Awesome.
DJI is not going to like that.
Yeah.
Mark Sarney says you literally just hook your drone up to the computer, and the computer sees your drone, and you hit the button, and it just updates.
Done. Oh, that's awesome.
You can do that, Michael. You don't even have to do it sideways. You don't even have to do it sideways.
I can handle that.
The one thing I will share just before I go that they've done that's pretty smart, the no-fly zone kind of thing, right? So they've got something that turns off no-fly zones, but they've still got a smaller, limited, restricted no-fly zone. So wherever you go, it's still not going to let you fly over the top of a runway. So a Gatwick or a Heathrow or that kind of stuff.
Good.
Right? That's not going to happen. So it's a really responsible way of doing what needs to be done to let people fly where they're legally allowed to if they've gone and got the proper permissions and all of that kind of stuff.
That's cool, Oz. I would absolutely pay I'd pay $50 for that.
Yeah.
Don't tell them.
Hey, Philly Drone Night, you trying to get us banned from flying in your state, man? Look, I enjoy flying in Philadelphia, and I can tell you this summer I will be flying more there than here in New York because I've hit so much stuff here in New York.
That's what I'm worried about.
Huh?
That's what I'm worried about. The city getting overloaded with other cities that can't, people are getting shut down, and people do realize that Philadelphia is kind of open, but if it fills up, it's going to close down real quick.
You want to hear what happened the last time we were there with Billy Kyle? Where we were flying by a bridge, and
I know what bridge you were at.
Okay, we were flying by a bridge, and there, I will not say any names to save face, but a certain individual drone pilot was flying their bird. You know how the train crosses the bridge?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's flying it just outside the railing, following the train across, so the train slows down. Right. So he slows down. So about 10 minutes later, a police officer comes up and says, "Hey, you guys flying drones?" We're like, yeah. Hey, what's up? What's the matter? He goes, "Well, the train operator reported a drone very close to his train." He said, "Whoever it was, please tell them to stay away from the bridge."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm sure it's none of us, officer. It has to be someone else flying from somewhere else because we're all here, But I knew who it was. But I wasn't going to say, it's him. But he was very nice about it. And because we are responsible drone heads, we did not fly as close to the bridge as before.
And that's what has to happen. I mean, as long as people are responsible, it should stay open. It's just common sense, guys. It's all about common sense. I mean, and with the Mavic 2 Zoom, I fly them bridges daily, and there's no need to get, 20 feet to the bridge. I can get that same shot from 100 feet away, so, and it's safer for me and everybody, for the drone, for the people, for everybody. So why not, just use a little common sense.
Michael,
before I go, Philly, can I just ask, are you a licensed operator, or are you doing recreational?
I'm doing recreational at the moment. I will have a 107 soon, but now it's just recreational.
And how does that work in the US? If I compare that to Australia, for example, we've got something in Australia. We're not allowed to fly any closer than 30 meters from people that are directly below the drone.
Correct.
How does that work?
Well, so maybe somebody else can tell you.
In the U.S., you cannot fly directly, arm's length away from over a person.
Okay. But here's my solution to that.
The rules are totally different, Oz, here in the U.S.
But what I try to do is my theory is, if you're low enough that they can hear you by looking up, you're too low.
Correct.
That's how I fly. Now, I do know some guys, Phantom Flight 101, I'm not going to mention, that have come kind of close to a few people.
Right. Right. I mean, I just use common sense. When I'm over the city, I look around, I stay away from any kind of moving people. If I'm flying, I put the drone over houses, buildings. But it's all legal. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been ripped by other people, and then when I look at them, I find out they're from Australia or from Canada, and you guys are really screwed, man. But thank God, as of now, a lot of that stuff is allowed here in the USA, and like Phantom and Nava said, Philadelphia is just almost wide open. You could pretty much do almost anything within reason. You still can't fly over crowds of people and 400 feet.
And you cannot.
So I understand the people thing. One more question. BVLOS in the US for non-licensed, if you're just recreational, what's the rules in the US for BVLOS?
Repeat that?
Beyond visual line of sight.
Okay.
It's illegal.
I'm not trying to, just so you know, I'm not trying to be the drone police. I just want to know, because
here's how I personally answer that question. And I'm speaking for me, not anyone else on the panel. I personally, when it comes to line of sight, always fly with a spotter. Usually my spotter has binoculars. So if my spotter can see my drone, or I can see my drone within a certain distance, it's still considered line of sight. Even if he's looking through binoculars, that's line of sight.
Yeah, but
no, it's not.
It's not.
I understand.
No, it's not.
Not according to FAA rules. It says
exactly.
Can I just say, I'm not trying to be the drone police, but I'm also here to share about reality. The reality is that everyone knows that there's a large number of people that fly BVLOS every day, and they don't have a spotter and all of this kind of stuff. So ultimately, from a safety perspective, is BVLOS safe? How many accidents have there been resulting in fatalities directly related to BVLOS?
Not here in New York. The last and very first incident there was that asshole that hit the Black Hawk helicopter in Staten Island, New York. And that was because he was flying 3 miles away from where he was. He was a first-time drone owner, and he had no idea that, well, he claims he had no idea there was a presidential no-fly zone. Well, because anyone else that was in New York that flew drones, whether you knew it or not, you did know there was a no-fly zone.
Mm.
Hey, Oz, what would you consider line of sight as far as distance? I mean, because when I fly, I try to stay within a mile. And as long as I have lights on the drone, at night, I can see about 3 miles. But during the day, if I use them same lights, I can see probably about a mile and a half. I know exactly where the drone is and can see it in orientation as well if I use colored lights.
There are people in Australia who are currently lobbying for radio line of sight as part of the next set of regulations. So short answer, if you've got an unmodified drone and you're constrained by the distance of your radio, they're suggesting that should be legal, but that would only be for licensed operators. Unlicensed operators maintaining visual line of sight, direct visual line of sight.
Well, to be honest, I was trying to be funny, but to be honest, if you really flew your drone within a line of sight, which most people do, I fly up to a 1/4 mile away and I can still see my drone against the blue sky. All right. What really is line of sight? Do I have to be able to see the orange and red lights, or do I have to be able to see the drone? Now, here in the United States, the FAA says if you can't see your drone, that's not line of sight.
Yeah.
So how do you answer that? For you 107 pilots, I know it's completely different, but as a hobbyist, I can kind of get away with a little more than you 107 pilots can.
Navigational strobes now are so micro small, you put them on there, that give you more distance too.
And line of sight has nothing to do with your 107 license.
Yeah, line of sight is the same for everybody.
Yeah, but
so
I would argue that it should.
To think as a hobbyist that you can get away with more because you're a hobbyist is ridiculous.
Yeah. But I would argue that someone who is a licensed operator should, as a result of the training, the education, and paying the fees, get something in return for those fees. You know, give them radio line of sight, I think would be a good compromise. That's just my opinion.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, as a 107, it does open up some avenues to some more flight areas, though, because of that.
Yeah.
So you do get something as long as you're communicating and whatnot. If you use the app, I use the air map. You set that to 107. You see the areas open up for you.
Let me give you a little tip. It doesn't matter if you're a 107 pilot or a hobbyist pilot. If you want to fly within a half a mile of an airport because you want to shoot a real estate job or whatever it is you want to do, all you have to do is contact that airport and get permission to fly within their airspace. It doesn't matter if you're 107 or not.
That's true.
There is absolutely no difference between the rules when it comes to 107 or hobbyist. The only thing the 107 does is allow you to do it for hire, and that's the absolute only difference.
That makes sense.
Well, I think there's a little bit of difference at night, Mel, and that maybe that's what he was talking about, because I think the 107 people, in order to fly at night, they need a waiver. And I think as a hobbyist, if you fly as a hobbyist, you don't have to have that waiver. And I could be wrong, but
you don't have to have the waiver, but you do have to have the strobes that you can see from a minimum of 2 nautical miles.
Correct.
Not fully taken effect yet. I think that's part of the new rules coming.
That's part of the new rules coming. That's exactly right. And you have to have anti-collision lighting approved by the FAA, visible for 3 nautical miles or more.
But no waiver, correct? Unless you're a 107.
No, 107, once the new rules go in, you'll be able to fly that as well.
Oh, okay.
Once the new rules go in.
Exactly. Correct. Once the new rules go in effect.
Now, you were saying...
You're on the 1st of June, we're allowed to fly at night now. It's starting the 1st of June. But we have to have the lights on. That's for sure.
Have you heard about our registration fees coming in Australia? I can't remember the exact amount, but we're talking not $5 like your one, but we're talking like $150.
Wow.
I can't remember. Per drone, not per pilot. That's per drone.
Wow. Well, they basically just don't want you to fly. I mean, let's get honest.
That's basically what that's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty soon.
That's the commercial operators. You know, that's going to kill us.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Well, we're already convinced here in New York, if you're not a 107 licensed pilot, pretty soon you won't be able to fly here anyway.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother me neither way, because this summer I'm getting my 107 anyway, but that's just for commercial reasons. I mean,
yeah, knowledge is never a bad thing, and that's the great thing about the 107. Just to have all that information is not a bad thing. I would love to learn about clouds and maps and all that, and I don't know nothing about that. So
go learn it. Learn it. What's that little blue card got to do with it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mel. You're right.
I mean, come on.
Yep.
Let's be realistic. If you want to know, go learn.
Well, correct.
If you haven't learned, then based on results, you don't want to know.
Anyway,
what are they saying in the chat? I still haven't been paying attention.
Man,
I know I just got my permit for hobbyists there, and it was $10. That's what it cost here.
Everybody in the chat, no one. We're just talking to each other at this point. We'll call each other on the phone.
Sorry about that, guys. If you guys have any questions, now would be a good time to ask them.
I just saw Matt North in the chat saying our registration fee is for 1 year, not 3 years like in the US. So, yeah, commercial operators are going to get stung big time.
Wow. So $150 per drone per year.
I can't remember the exact amount. It's around $150 to $200 and something per drone per year.
Well, don't say that too loud, because right now, at the current time, you can actually take your registration number and put it on any of your birds that you're flying. But I'm sure pretty soon they're going to change that.
Well, hold on. That's what's different as well.
Until you go 107. Once you go 107, then you get a new number per each aircraft.
Each drone, correct. And each drone also has to be registered. So I did look up some information.
Yeah,
I'm just busting your balls, brother, and you know it.
for a hobbyist here, we still got to do one registration each drone for a hobbyist.
Right. One registration covers all your drones, but as
No, it's each drone. You got to register each drone.
oh, is that the new rule?
In the United States, currently, as a hobbyist, you register yourself, and
Correct.
you put that registration number on all of your aircraft.
Correct.
If you're a 107 pilot,
Each drone.
you have to register each aircraft by serial number,
Correct.
and you get a registration number for that aircraft, and it's $5 for each one you register.
Drone.
Yeah, that's what's going on here, Mel. Yeah, that's what we got. Each one has to be registered with the serial number of that drone, and then we got our number. We got to put it on that drone.
Yeah, but Roger, here in the U.S., that's only required if you're a 107 pilot.
But not here. Here for hobbyists, we got to do them all.
And Mel, it is not only a requirement, because I just had to redo mine.
Right.
When I signed in, because I'm a 107 pilot, it automatically took me to commercial private,
Yeah.
$5 drone, and each one of them got their own license number.
Yep.
It didn't
And
let me do
Right.
the other.
They've changed the website. Yeah, you register as a hobbyist, because I just registered my dad with his Phantom 3 as a hobbyist,
Yep.
and the website is different. It takes you to a different.
Yeah.
They've updated it. It's a little bit different now if you register as a hobbyist or a 107.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't even let me because it knew who I was. It wouldn't even
exactly.
go over there to hobbyist at all.
And when it comes time for me to renew, I'll have to do the same thing.
Well,
But
Paul,
I'd rather pay $5 and have a separate number than $150 like you're doing in Australia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what do we get for that money? Just as I keep saying I'm about to go, this time I really will. Recently in Australia, I've been talking about on my shows about drones being shot out of the air. And
We just had that happen here in New York recently, last week.
Yeah. So in the US, your FAA has formally said that someone shooting a drone out of the air can be prosecuted and jailed for up to 20 years. They've formally made that announcement. But in Australia, I've read the law and it says that someone can be jailed for up to 2 years. But for these two things that happened in Australia, I contacted CASA, which is our equivalent of your FAA, and they said, no, we're not investigating, nothing to see here. Local police, they can have a look at it if they want, and they can ring us if they want, but we're not doing anything. Wow. And I contacted the ATSB, the equivalent of your NTSB. They said, oh, it's not a safety matter. We're not doing anything. We're only in charge of safety.
Wow. Just give us your money. Just give us your money. Nothing for you.
Actually, I don't, Mel and anybody else, I don't know of any FAA prosecution of shooting of drones in the United States. What they've done is left it to the local gendarmes to cite them for illegal use of a firearm,
Correct.
careless use of a firearm, all those kinds of things. And I don't know of any FAA prosecution.
Yeah.
Well, there was one incident
Right, but that's
where
weird.
there was one incident that Phantom Flight 101 made known to me, and it was that a lady had shot down a guy's drone over the farm, and they charged her with a misdemeanor. According to them, if you fire your gun into the air, you're now entering their airspace, and they have the right to do whatever they want. But like you said, they leave it down to local jurisdiction. Now, this guy that just recently got his drone shot down out here in Long Island, here in New York last week, it just happened. It was reported the person was arrested. That I found out that was not true. Only thing the cops did was gave him a citation for firing their gun within city limits.
Well, I tell you what, if you fire a laser pointer into the air, that they're going to go after that guy and charge him. Just a laser. If you point it at a manned aircraft, but shooting an actual aircraft down out of the air, absolutely nothing, dead silence, and it's totally unacceptable. And this one that happened recently, it was a commercial LiDAR-equipped power line inspection aircraft worth $500,000 that went down. We're not talking about a little Bebop. We're talking about $500,000 aircraft, and no one's doing anything about it. It's crazy. And they're going to now charge us money to let them do nothing as well. That's crazy.
Wow.
Now, that doesn't make any sense because you're talking about a federally registered aircraft. Was taken down and the federal government won't do anything, then why should we register?
Yep.
Right.
Well, in the case that you're citing in Australia, we're not, like you say, you're not talking about a drone. You're talking about a manned aircraft they shot down.
It wasn't a manned aircraft. It was a $500,000 LiDAR drone. It was a serious piece of power line inspection equipment.
Well, I know you guys pay a lot of money, but man, Mel, maybe you can tell me. We know people that do a lot of inspections and stuff, and a $500,000 LiDAR, you could buy it over here for what, $150,000.
Yeah, well, that's the exchange rate for a start. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy the conversation.
You too, man.
Have a good night, Greg.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Jerome.
Man, I'm going to start selling LiDAR aircraft over to Australia, man.
Yeah, I can tell you that the FAA here in the United States, at least here in Philadelphia, they're promoting compliance and knowledge, information. Lucky enough to get a phone call from them, and they would, rather than give you a fine, they'd much rather just teach you how to correctly and make sure that you are fully in compliance. Now, if you still keep sticking it to them, I'm sure eventually they'll fine you, but they'd much rather just have you know the rules and comply with them.
Yeah, Michael, the other reality is, you know, all the drone pilots across North America, U.S. and everywhere, I mean, they don't have enough boots on the ground to go out and investigate and do everything to all those people, you know.
When they get to the local authorities, you know, I mean, these guys aren't trained to, you know, deal with drones. Like, you know, I live in Arkansas, and half of the policemen that I've spoken to, they're like, what? The FAA? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
They still think they own from the air up to a quarter mile above their city, you know.
The problem with that, Paul, is once they find out that they can make money from that, that's when you're going to get knocks on your doors all day long.
Yeah, but you know what you're going to get, Michael? You're going to get knocks on your doors from the local, local police and enforcement, because they're the ones that are going to benefit, because you're not going to see a lot of clogging up of the federal court system. You're going to see it in the circuit courts and the district courts and all those kinds of things, which is basically local. And then they get the money.
Okay, give me a second, guys. I'd like to say in the chat, hi to Lloyd, the grumpy vlogger. Good day, sir.
Hey,
Lloyd.
Oliver, emergency vehicles and trains. He looks like he filmed quite a bit today, so everybody check out emergency vehicles and trains. The Redneck channel, Nameless Joner. Nameless Joner says, wait a minute, I just lost it there. Has anyone here really ever been contacted by the FAA or anyone that matter?
I have not, but a member of our Facebook group has, and it was because he was flying recklessly.
I'd rather not.
He was contacted by the FAA via mail. They actually caught him. They collected his phone number, his information, and he got a letter with a pamphlet on how to fly legally in New York. Now, we all laughed, but that was the first warning, because at one time he was flying in Manhattan and flying over skyscrapers talking about this city is mine and this and that. But when he did get caught, they did take his information and they did send him a pamphlet on the rules of flying in New York. Now, my problem with that is, just like you guys hear how hard it is to fly in New York, well, the city parks, everyone in the city parks department will tell you that it's illegal to fly here in New York. And I always hit them in the head with the question, well, if it's illegal and you guys spend millions of dollars every year, the millions of dollars every year printing out brand new signs saying no barbecuing, no drugs, no staying after park, why can't you print a picture of a drone with a circle on it? And none of them can answer. And I believe it's because they're ill-informed, because Phantom Flight 101 and I have been stopped 2 times by Parks Department personnel that told us not to fly in the city park, but to go right there to the state park and fly. Now, those of you who are drone heads know it's illegal to fly in a state park. At least in the state of New York it is. So why are city officials telling us to go fly in a state park? Because they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Because they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Exactly. So how can New York drone pilots take the laws seriously, even though we try to as much as we can, when the officials that are officiating don't know what the hell's going on?
Well, and the flip side of that that's even scarier is that all these people rushing to Best Buy buying drones haven't got the clue of what they should do, and it makes it tough on all of us.
Correct.
Exactly.
Good point. Good.
You are right about that. If you knew how many people lost drones in the state of New York from the first time taking off.
Good point. Good point. I mean, it's this people just buying them at 15 years old and think that they could just throw them up in the air, fly them anywhere, and you know, hey, I saw that on YouTube. So this, how do you do it? You know, oh, this is how you do it.
Well, you see, there last year on the news in the St. Lawrence River here, there's a certain section of the river that everybody goes flying over. It's a rapids and everything. The officials over there said last year 500,000 drones were in that water.
Oh my God!
500,000.
Oh,
that's
wow!
The St. Lawrence River alone. Wow. That's how many drones have been lost there.
Wow! I wouldn't mind scuba diving that.
I think I'm going fishing over there, Roger.
Yeah.
That's a lot of phantom shells.
That's in the rapids in the St. Lawrence River. They're pretty fast rapids, so
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But they said 500,000 drones in the water. I was surprised. I'd say okay, you know, a couple of thousand or something like that, but no, they said 500,000.
That's a lot of phantoms.
We all know that all of the rules are retrospect. Everything's behind the curve.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't start making rules about driving cars until there were so many cars driving around when the cars first came out, when the automobile was first manufactured. Then they decided, wow, there's a lot of problems here. We need to, you know, kind of regulate this and kind of get everybody organized so everybody stays on the same page. Mm-hmm. It's the same way with drones, and they're trying to get everything squared away so that everybody kind of has a clue of what's going on.
There needs to be an international standard. Everything should be the same.
Oh no.
Well, not international, but at least national. And each country has its standards and they have their own rules.
Yeah, because you guys got a difference like from state to state, don't you?
No. The airspace is controlled by the federal government, period. But
so yeah, okay, but there's no state rules that all that, like, you know, get mixed into that as well.
State rules don't matter.
Oh,
I mean,
like in regards to parks and stuff like that.
State parks are illegal all across the country in every state in the country, so it doesn't matter.
Correct.
Here you just have to ask for permission nicely. If you can get permission, you're good to go. Apparently.
Well, this is Roger.
You might could get away with that depending on the park ranger you ask here in the United States. But
I did it here in Canada. I did it last summer actually, and yeah, because I had a sign posted and it wasn't on their website, and I was kind of like a little taken aback by that. And I was talking to the park rangers, and I was talking nice to them and not being an idiot and stuff. And next thing you know, I had Buddy showing me pictures of an iceberg on the other side over there, and he was telling me where to go and stuff like that the next day. So it was all good.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just posted a video of some flooding at a local river here near where I live. And for the last hour that I was over there flying, as darkness approached, it was another town. It was New Johnsonville. There was actually a New Johnsonville city officer standing next to me watching me fly. And
yeah,
I run my battery down and whatnot. I brought it back and landed it, and we were talking about the drone and rules and things like that. And I asked him, I said, if someone called you and said, somebody's flying a drone here, what would you do? He says, well, I'm not sure what we do.
Yeah, I get that same thing too here.
I said, what is controlled airspace? He says, controlled airspace is where the guy in the control tower tells the airplanes where to fly.
Yeah. No concept, zero concept
Absolutely
whatsoever.
no clue.
Yeah.
I enlightened him that FAA controlled airspace, the sole of his shoe is on the ground.
What you just said?
Of his shoe, the sole of his shoe is on the ground. The top of his shoe is in FAA controlled airspace, and that just blew his mind.
Yeah,
he had no concept.
One of the things you pointed out, I don't know if you meant to or not, but you can have that officer is the one you were talking to, and that officer is the one you dealt with, and that's the outcome of that situation based on that officer. If you got a different officer, that whole thing might have gone completely differently, and for nothing to do with any laws. It's just because Buddy might have been an idiot, you know.
So what I did was I gave him, and I've got a big sign in the back window of my pickup for my LLC and everything for flying. I handed him a stack, a couple of dozen business cards. I said, give one of these to the captain. Pass these out to all the guys. Any of your guys that want to learn about this stuff, I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Yeah, it's the best way to go about it.
Well, yeah, you know, I see so many guys saying, well, they're not going to tell me, I'll tell them. And that's the wrong approach, man. If you come at them, they're going to come at you with everything they got to do.
You know what? I would like to see you come at a cop here in New York out your face wrong. The first thing they're going to do is tase your ass.
You're 100% right, but I bet you've heard the rumblings of some of the guys saying, well, they're not going to tell me. I'm going to fly wherever I want to fly. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, you know?
You want to know what? We have such a large community here in New York, drone community, that it's to the point where people are finally giving in. They're finally starting to see, because every time we fly, our group mission was to show and teach people where and how to fly legally in the state of New York. Yep. Now, all of you have heard, if you see someone flying a drone in New York, call the police. That rule was written in 2001.
We had the same issue here, my friend. Exactly the same issue. It was a mass media thing that just put the public on edge. But they, and they don't know about the differences in the laws.
But everyone that I come across when I'm flying, whether it's a cop or not, 9 times out of 10, what the gentleman was saying, if you come off as an asshole, they'll treat you like one, because we have pictures. We take pictures with the cops because we try to commute. We try to promote police officer droner relationships. Okay, so we ask them, is it okay if you guys take a picture so we can show people that not all cops are, and not all people think that you can't fly in New York. And 9 out of 10 police officers and Parks Department employees are asking you, how much is a drone and where could I get one?
Yeah, exactly. And
they start asking all the standard questions.
I fly ships a lot on my, on the Great Lakes here, and 8 times out of 10, when I get done, because I'm retired, I got nothing else to do, I end up doing a drone seminar for everybody that's walking up and down the boardwalk and talking, and they all want to see and know, and I want them to understand what's going on, and then they want to know, where can they get one and how do you do it, and I tell them, you gotta learn the rules. And
everybody goes around a script in their back pocket that they no longer need to look at. You tell the same story every time, and you're just as eager to tell it every single time.
Yeah.
It goes 300 feet, $2,000. No, you can't.
I've been out flying, and I've had I was out at the beach in the Bronx, and the cops rolled up next to me with the police van, and the cop starts talking to me about, he goes, oh, where are you at now? And I told him I'm out over the water, and he goes, nobody bothers you here. I fly here too.
Nice.
So, even the cops out here are flying.
I sold a couple of units to a couple of police officers here, actually. A couple of unique models that I had, Typhoon H, which I hated. But anyway, yeah, I'm in pretty good with the local cops. They know who I am, and in a good way. So that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I try to do here in New York. Every place that I've flown, I have a relationship with the parks department people who clean the park and work in the park. And when there's a police car there, I usually let them know that I'm going to be flying a drone over there, because not usually if you go to a park and you see a guy standing in the middle of the field with goggles on, or just standing there looking down, you say, well, what the hell is he doing when you see him from a distance? So to avoid them even coming over to me, I usually go to the police officer, and it throws them off guard too.
Exactly.
They don't expect you to walk up and say, how you doing?
Yeah, it's called being proactive, and that's the best way to go about it. And one thing you tipped me off to there as well, that's definitely true. The guy who's cleaning up the garbage, the guy who's sweeping up the lot, the guy who's gonna contact you, if you can shut it down there, where you have an interaction where he's like, oh man, that's cool and stuff, it doesn't go any further. Whereas if you piss him off, then it goes upstream, and then you got people showing up in cars and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
everybody.
So you look after it right away with the guy who's like just asking you that first question, like, yeah, is that a drone?
I mean,
you guys want to know my little trick? When I see a cop or a guy that, like you said, doing the cleanup stuff at a park or something like that, or a police officer, a state police officer, doesn't matter, county sheriff, I don't care who they are.
Ask him if he wants to fly.
Nope. The first thing I do is offer my hand to shake theirs and thank them for what they do.
Yeah. That goes a long way.
You thank them for what they do, and you're on their side immediately.
Exactly.
It's called sucking up.
Yeah.
Sucking
up.
There's only one stage. There's only one stage further, and you have to ask permission for that.
I've been doing it 20 years with my wife. It does work.
I've gotten away with bloody murder on this thing right here, doing much faster than I was supposed to be doing, and it was an actual high-speed pursuit. But because of how I handled it, I ended up going home with just a warning, and it was a good day.
That's how I get out of. It's funny that Mel said that, because in Philly, I've gotten stopped, going through a stop sign, a red light, whatever, and it's exactly how I handle it. And the best thing to do when they come up to your window is say, oh my God, dude, officer, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. I went right through that stop sign. I wasn't paying attention, man. I am so sorry. Here you go. Here's the information. And they look at you and got no fight. No, he's admitting he went through it. And 9 times out of 10, you'll get a warning.
Always the better option.
Yeah, they're starting to do something new here in New York, and we found this out while we were flying randomly in one of the parks that we've been flying in regularly. They're starting to tell the parks department here in New York that if you catch someone flying a drone, you're supposed to issue them a warning, and then or confiscate their drone and then give them a ticket for flying and have them come get their drone. Now, this is kind of funny because I'm 6'3". The guy I was flying with was 6'5", 6'6", and there was nobody short there. But the parks department guy that came up to us, we were looking down at him. He's like, well, I was supposed to confiscate your drone.
Good luck with that, buddy. Here it is, dude.
My friend and I looked at each other like, we could fold this guy up and put him in his trunk and nobody would know. But they are telling
you go, little man.
When I was walking over here.
But they are starting to tell the parks department people that. But I think it's more of a scare tactic, because to be honest, most of the people that work in the parks department they're not really big people. They're normal people, and they don't want trouble.
Right.
Can you imagine trying to tell 12 guys we have to confiscate your drones?
Yeah, that's kind of what my point was earlier. It's the lack of knowledge at the entry level. There's the lack of knowledge that you have to your advantage. So even if you were doing something, probably not well inside the law or whatever, if that one guy, that first guy that you're talking to, if he doesn't know the difference and you can convince him everything's okay, well, you're good. Right? Just being nice to him.
Yeah.
12 guys. I think I'm going to need backup.
Why?
12 guys.
Why?
If he's going to confiscate 12 drones, he's going to need backup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is true.
Flying with Stan asked, do you 107 pilots have both 107 registration numbers and hobbyist registration numbers on your drone? No, you don't have to.
No. In Canada, it's a little different, though. In Canada, you have to have your number on your drone, each individual drone. So you're not individually, like, I'm not registered. Right. All my drones are registered, and I'm just licensed. So
see, a 107 pilot is a commercial pilot. You can either fly commercially or as a hobbyist under different rules and regulations if you so choose, but it doesn't affect the registration you have on the drone.
But does either one have to be marked?
Oh yeah, we're all marked on the outside of the drone.
Well, here in the United States, they just passed a law that you have to put your number on your drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to allow you to write it on the inside or whatever, but not anymore.
Yeah, that's what I did before, but now they come out with this new thing, and I'm just getting ready for what's coming in. But that's what they say now with the new rules. You gotta have it put right on the copter itself.
Well,
so I've gone ahead and done
it. When I registered 3 years ago, I registered through the FAA first of all because they have so many third-party people out there. They say, get your registration through us and you pay these crazy
I've heard
fees.
that.
I registered straight through the FAA. I got a card, issued a hard card, laminated, and I asked for them to send me 5 stickers to put on my bird with my phone number and registration number. It was that simple. And now they're starting to do that. It should have been like that to begin with.
Well, it was never a bad idea. Yeah, it was never a bad idea to begin with, to be putting your phone number and your name on it. Like, I did that, even though that the rules here, and they still are currently, that you're supposed to have your name and your address and your phone number on it. But what I had on the inside until I got the number on it, and I'm just going to go with that for now. Anyway, what I had in there was just my name and my phone number. That way you can call me, you can find the person who lost it or whatever, but I'm not giving you my address. Freak that.
Yeah. Now I do that on all my drones just in case. Here's the phone number, address, and maybe God will be helping me out that day if it goes down. Maybe that'll be the blessing.
Well,
the address thing, no. The phone number, yes.
The other trick I've learned, and it's been very helpful for me because I'm flying on an international border, and everybody comes up and they're going to tell you what they don't know about rules and regulations for drone operators. I have this clip-on commercial drone pilot license.
There you go.
You can get on eBay and you clip it on your jacket or your shirt or whatever, and they get in with reading distance of that, and they, you know what you're doing. Yeah. And then I'll say to them, do you have any questions?
Remember what we were saying, Mikey, about you can go into Walmart and buy the jacket for $9.99? Same thing.
Yep.
Where'd you buy that for?
Well, no, with that, to get it on eBay, you have to actually send them your information.
Sorry about that, guys.
You send them your number and expiration dates and everything. This is the commercial one. They also make one for a hobbyist, which is smaller and looks just like the one that you have back to back in the front and the back, and I can't find it around here somewhere.
Yeah. They need to have. You should have to show some kind of proof of your license to get something like that because there's too many frauds out there. They're really
absolutely. Yeah. Ours is PDF. That's all you have to have on you.
The printed
certified, like myself and Raj. We have I keep a printed copy in my bag anyway, but I have a saved PDF and notes in my phone as well. So that's good enough as well. They say.
I have a question. How often do you guys get to fly in Canada?
That depends on where you live.
Because listen to Roger, it's like they invented snow there.
No.
We got a lot of it, my friend.
We get a lot of snow here, but so does Montreal. Montreal has, I'd say, pretty much on par the past 10 years, as much snow as we have. It's colder here for sure. It's windier where I'm to because I'm on a rock on the east coast of Canada. You can't get any further east than where I'm to. And I'm right on the tip of it. So it's fairly windy here. So wind plays a big role for me. But we get our days, and they're pretty golden when they do, man, because I guarantee you, what you can put your bird over here, is unbelievable. On any given day, without any subject matter except for coastline, you're golden.
Hey
Just
guys, I
coastline
want to
alone.
throw something out there. If in the chats, if any of you guys don't have Michael McReynolds, you got to sub to this channel, because if you ever really want to see somebody who is in love with the hobby of droning, go to this man's channel and watch one of his flights. He is the epitome of pure love for droning.
Is there a marriage proposal going on here?
How much did he pay you for that advertising?
What happened?
He's just a regular guy, but he loves drones, and I just saw him here.
Anybody who loves drones, Mikey loves.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
guys.
had to give him a
Hey,
shout
guys.
out. He's so awesome.
Yeah, Mel.
Here's the hobbyist version of that tag, which looks like a card, and on the back it has the rules and regs and that kind of
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that, Paul.
And you just clip it on your shirt or your whatever.
Well, I like
If
the
I can-
rules. I like that the rules are
looks
on
like
the
you-
back.
You know
If
what
I
you're
could
talking
jump
about.
in,
Hold
if
on.
I could jump in just for a second, guys, just 30 seconds. I'd like to say it was a pleasure being in the conversation and debate with everyone on the panel. Thank you, Roger, for inviting me, but I need to jump out.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm going to cut out, but I just wanted to say thanks to all the guys for the conversation on the panel. It's been really cool.
Oh,
Mel,
it's
take
nice
care.
to
I'll see you next week.
It was a
Roger,
pleasure
thanks.
having you, Mel.
Thanks for the
Cheers,
invite.
buddy.
And Paul, turn your
Yeah.
sound off because your phone's about to ring.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll show you one more time, Michael.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
And it just clips on, and it's got that typical little clippy on top.
Well, I like that they put the rules on the back, Paul.
Yep.
And it's good to know, and it remind yourself as a pre-flight check,
Right.
Paul is selling them $4.95 each.
No, they're on eBay. You just send them your information and just print it all up, because it's really plasticized. I mean, it's really
You're hard selling it, man.
Oh, could you hold that up again? I want to get the number.
Can you hold it more still? I
Well,
can't get my phone.
here's
There
the
you
thing
go.
is that's
Hold
my old
that up again. I want to get the number.
that's my old expired number. That's my old
Stop moving
expired
it.
Hold steady. Hold steady.
Hold still.
That's the old expired number. It's not
Oh.
legit.
Yeah, no, the little
He may-
Photoshop won't
He
fix.
may not know.
Yeah, no, the little Photoshop won't fix.
Hey, Paul Mary. Hey, Paul. If you get a bill from Amazon, it works with me.
I'll order a case of those right now. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, print them out, Phantom.
Prime shit.
I can't believe I've been on with Paul for more than 30 minutes here now, or 20 at least, and he hasn't put a brownie in his face.
Yeah, how about that?
What's going on with that?
I think he's on a diet.
Something
Oh,
there.
There you go.
thank
There
God.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Paul, are you a Prime member?
Yeah.
He gets the brownies flown in.
Our sticking is for the licenses. It's hanging around my neck. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I know. You put it on cards. Oh
Flown
my
in
God.
too. Yep.
I put plastic in.
Oh, that's sinful, dude. You put a dent in that. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's not the one
Oh
from the
my
other day.
God,
Mike,
dude,
either.
it's
I
empty.
guarantee you, that's not the same case from the other day. And I'll call it a case. 'cause
Man,
that's
is my
exactly what
internet
it
the only one that's out, or is your guys crapping out as well?
I'm good over here.
Yeah,
Are
it
you?
seems to be okay.
I'm good over here. Everyone is clean on my end.
It's not skipping at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
So it's definitely my internet. Okay.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
You're skipping.
Yeah.
One extent, you said
Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
King FPV. Okay, Michael McReynolds, Rick is okay.
Hey, Roger, can I
Yes, sir.
mention tomorrow night?
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you guys, Paul, Philly Drone Life, if you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow night, Phantom Flight 101 and I have started a live stream called Those Guys, Sunday Nights with Those Guys. You're all more than welcome. I will put my email in the chat room and put your name, send me an email. So when I go live, I'll send it out to all of you guys. And if you want to pop in, you can. Last week, the topic, we were talking about Lance, the low altitude, what is it? Hold on. Low altitude authorization and notification capability, and how many apps that are actually using it and stuff like that. So if you guys want to come and hang out tomorrow night from 5 p.m. to 7, we would really love it.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity.
Just to stop by, say hello, and I'll tell you like I tell people on my show. I don't care if you never watch another video. Please subscribe and stay subscribed.
I don't care if you like it, just like it.
Yeah, pretty much. Roger was on with us last weekend. He was on with us before Val's show. And we were trying to plan it. I was going to plan it so that after we left our live stream, we would go over to Val's, but my stomach said to do otherwise and go eat dinner.
All right. Let's see that email, because I got to take off here now in a second.
Okay, hold on right here. Right there. I already have you, Roger. Just put in the subject your name, and I'll add it to my list, because I'll probably delete it in about 10 seconds.
I'm gonna start an email, and I'll leave it there for tomorrow.
Okay, cool. All right, so and that goes for everybody in the chat room also. We could use the company. We do similar stuff like Roger. I mean, we were trying to have a fund for Roger to dance one night, but that didn't work.
I would have been all about that.
Yeah. We heard Val. Well, actually, I heard Val was trying to get Roger to dance, so I figured if she didn't want to do it on his show or her show, maybe he'd try it on ours.
I hear there's a recording going around of him dancing. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, he danced on his show.
Yeah, it's so seedy that it's hard to find on the internet. It's like on a dark web or whatever.
Dark web.
All right, guys, I got to take off. Thank you very much, Raj, for letting me jump in there. Even for a short period of time. I might see you guys tomorrow morning, and if not, perhaps tomorrow evening.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy.
Okay.
See you, my friend.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you, Roger.
You guys looking in the chat room, was my comment removed? Because I just tried to erase it, so it should show that I got rid of something.
Yeah, you erased the message.
Okay. But Paul, Philly Drone Life, Canadian Drone Hub, he's already one of those guys. We've made him official of those guys. So by you guys coming on too and hanging out for a little while, it would be fun. Plus, Phantom Flight and I, we talk all the time. So we could always use a third or fourth or fifth or sixth. It doesn't matter. It's drone related. And often we stray from the subject like Roger does here, but it's all in good fun.
Farmer JT, how come you don't have a wrench? I can give you a wrench. I don't know how come you don't have it. And you're unsubscribed from me.
Yeah, it's YouTube doing some weird stuff, Roger.
Those things again.
I'm going to tell you, how do you lose views?
Yeah.
On a video.
Yeah, that's
I was looking at my video one morning and it said whatever number it did, and then 2 hours later I lost 2 views.
Yeah, how do you take away a view? Yeah, I agree with you.
Hey, how's it, Seamus? How you doing?
You know, that's funny. I was unsubscribed from his channel too.
Okay, Michael McReynolds has a message for Philly Drone Life. Philly Drone Life is the most awesome aerial photographer I've ever seen. His videos are excellent, top of the line, beautiful scenery when he goes up. Now, how much did Philly Drone Life pay you for that? How much did he pay you to put that in the back?
I didn't pay him anything. I'm telling you guys, just check a couple of his videos out. He's so cool. He's got a personality that it warms up to you, and you could just see it. It's just through and through. The guy loves, and he started out with the toy drones, and I think that's all he has is the bugs and all them kind of drones. But there's so much love in all his flights. I get a kick out of that, to see that pure fun feeling, and it keeps it green for me. It really does. It makes me feel so grateful for what I have.
I started there. I started with toy drones and stuff. I started with this Hubsan H501 3 years ago. And she still flies.
Yeah.
Still flies 3 years later.
Amazing.
I'm just going to say hi to some people in the chat, guys, okay?
Go for it.
Let's say Nameless Droner, Mike Rush, Rick Halliber, Farmer JT. Everybody check out Farmer JT. For some reason, he got unsupported, so re-support him, guys. Ricky Dove, Michael McReynolds, the Redneck Channel, Phantom Hodges, Glenn says, how you doing? Hatley's Famous. What you doing, Hadley? Richard Holliver, Rick Holliver, King FPV. I flew inside a legal dispensary. 20. No. Okay. Novice Squads, Ricky Dove, Michael, Philly. Okay. Download the FPV point. Yeah. Hatley's Famous. He's been flying FPV now. He's doing a challenge. For 5 days in a row, he has to fly each day or something like that.
Is he collecting footage? I hope.
He's been flying FPV for that long a time.
Do you know if he's recording it?
Oh, yeah. He's recording every flight.
You know what? Just because you said that, I'm going to check him out. What's his name? Hatley's Famous FPV?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to his channel and check him out. I'm going to support him.
Yeah.
I'm already a supporter. I tried.
He's flying every day. He's not gonna hello himself for that, and he uploads every day.
Okay, all right. I'll definitely check out your page.
Hey guys, sure. What do you do with your footage? Phantom, Novice. Like, I know for me, I'm filling up card after card so many times, and some stuff I'm not using it, but I don't want to throw it out. It's just such beautiful shots.
What are you editing on?
Oh, I don't really edit. I use all my cache video, man. That's the only stuff if you look at my channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. My thing is I just do a flight. I fly a battery, explain when I'm.
I did notice you really don't upload. You're right.
Yeah, I do not edit, man.
Got a computer?
A powerful computer. I'm just not into it. It's not my thing.
Okay, well, I would highly suggest. Okay, and this is coming from someone that's I've been in computers over 25 years.
God.
I started when I got my bachelor's in computer science.
Right.
There was only one computer, and you had to take the test on the professor's computer. All right. So all I do is get an external hard drive.
I do. I have an external 3 terabyte hard drive. And I just wanted to know what you guys do. Is that what you guys are doing?
I have Phantom Flight and I both have computers built by the same guy, but we have liquid cooled systems. He's running I think he's running 10 to 12 gigs of RAM and a couple of terabytes on dual hard drives. I have 8 gigs of RAM and 2 graphics cards and 2 separate hard drives. One specific hard drive is for video data alone.
Gotcha.
Video and pictures is dedicated straight for everything that I have.
I'm just looking at the chat there, and these guys got like he's famous. Got 5 different 5 terabyte card drivers.
Gotcha. But the reason I'm saying get an external drive and put all your stuff on there is because if somebody walks past that area or wherever you have those cards with a magnet, all of that shit is gone.
Yeah.
Or you lay it down next to an electromagnetic source by accident, you could lose your data.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, you said you upload the cache videos, right?
Yes, sir.
If you ever sit down and take a look at those SD cards, you'll stop.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Phantom. I have, and the footage is spectacular. So some of that footage I have, I can't believe it. My jaw drops. The problem with it for me is my gig, what sets me apart is my voice. I do the whole thing, the voice and the camera. I am not that guy that picks out half of the orbit, throws it to some music, and then does another little sideways shot of this inside. It's just not what I do. I don't put them down. People that do it, it's beautiful and it's amazing. It's talented stuff, but it's just not what I do. So I want to have my voice, my experience, my feelings with each flight. And the only way I've found to do that so far
is to do it live.
Yeah, to do it live. Now, there is a way, people are saying there is a way to pull that voice file out. And if I could find a way to do that easy enough for me that I'm not spending my whole day at a computer. And that's the other thing. I want to fly, guys. I don't want to spend my days at freaking editing. And, it's time consuming.
But you still have to find a way to archive all that data.
Correct.
Because like I said, if someone just randomly dropped a magnet on the table, something stupid, your phone explodes. It gives off an electromagnetic pulse. Anything could happen, and you need to preserve that data because that's all you have.
Right. So you're saying in a hard drive, right? External hard drive.
Yes. Put it all on an external hard drive. Buy something that's about 4 or 5 terabytes, like the guys were saying in the chat room.
Correct.
And just start copying stuff. Now you can keep it on the SD card, but what happens is you wind up like Phantom Flight 101 with a book this thick full of SD cards.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money. Screw that, man.
Well, I've done a lot of ship videos, and I'm up to now 7 terabytes of storage. Wow. And it gets a little bit unwieldy after a while. But everything I shoot though goes up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I thank God that YouTube is archiving that almost forever.
Yeah,
if something happens to me, it'll be there.
That way you don't become a digital pack rat.
Yeah.
This is true. But the reason I'm saying, but hold on, the reason I'm saying archive your stuff is because I actually had a guy contact me out of Washington, down in DC, because he was doing a documentary on a certain housing development here in New York. And he had said out of the thousands and thousands of videos that he watched on this housing development, no one had an aerial shot of the entire development from the air. He paid me $100 for 4 seconds of video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Archive your stuff. Someone left a message. Archive your stuff and have access so you can access it. And if it's on an external hard drive, you can take that anywhere and plug it up to any computer and print out what you want or do whatever you want.
Correct.
Yeah. I've had some of the major shipping companies use my stuff too, and but it's nice to have it there. But they, technically they were happy just to get 1080p that they could get off. They just wanted me to sign a release so they could just take it off of YouTube, which took me out of the loop. And here you go, Paul. Here's your part.
Did they pay it for Paul or no? Or they took a?
They offered to pay me, but I'm not looking to make a lot of money. And I have a commercial license just in case a big thing comes along.
Gotcha.
But they sent me winter coats with their logos and hats and all kind.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah,
they wanted to hire me to go all around the Great Lakes and shoot their ships for them. And I says, I'm an old man, 67 years old, bad back, bad knees. I just enjoy the hell out of what I'm doing, but thanks very much. And they thanked me,
Yeah.
Right there, Paul, right there. Everything was cool until you said this. You didn't take the job.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I would have said my knees are bad. I have a lot of equipment and I need a car.
Yeah, but see, here's how bad my knees and back are. I got this sciatic thing, and it's like having an ice pick stuck in my back all the time.
Dude,
When I do about a 6-minute ship video, I end up leaning on the front of my Tahoe.
okay.
I hardly able to get the drone back in the truck, you know.
I understand what you're saying there, but if someone values your work, they will have a masseuse if you ask for a masseuse.
Boy, this droning stuff is some good stuff here, huh? I didn't know.
Let me explain something to you.
Wow.
Here in the state of New York, to pay a man to climb a slanted house roof, they charge anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. Okay,
Yeah.
for anything to have them climb your roof to do an inspection. I do roof inspections for $800, and I keep my feet on the ground.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, if I was a 107 licensed pilot, which I would like to do by the summer or summer's end, I can charge $1,500.
Sure.
Okay,
Well,
so
it's like in New York City, you know, the guys that get the jobs. I was offered several jobs for like golf courses, you know, and out here in Michigan, you get anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000, depending upon what they want.
right.
And I said no, but I says, here, you call this guy, he'll take care of you. And just because I just can't do it, you know.
No, I understand completely.
Give me a second, guys. Hadley, you said all your computer stuff was confiscated. Is that when you got swatted? The SWAT take that when SWAT that when you got
Someone got swatted in the room?
yeah, Hadley last week.
Were you on Xbox or PlayStation when you got swatted?
No,
What's
he was
that
on,
mean, squatted?
he was on the computer. He was on
9 times out of 10, he was playing a video game.
no, he wasn't playing video games.
No,
What happened?
he was swatted when the cops showed up, wasn't that it?
Yeah, well, it's not the SWAT team that went in; it's just the cops.
Yeah.
but that's what they call it. They call it swatting. Like we're all here on a
Yep.
panel, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden the cops kick your door in, Paul. That's
Yep.
swatted.
Yep.
So, and I think that's real messed up, because if I found out who it was that did something like that, I wouldn't be responsible for my actions.
Well, see, and there's a case where we need the representatives that supposedly represent us to say, if you make a false police report that results in terrorizing another person, it should be 25 years in prison automatic.
25?
Yep.
Wow.
That would stop it, wouldn't it?
Damn sure would.
Maybe not.
I think so.
I don't think so. People are getting life for murders,
Yeah,
and they're still committing them.
yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, there was another guy doing a live stream this afternoon or something like that. He got swatted on live again, and he was working on computers.
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you something.
Why are they doing this? Is the guy doing something illegal?
No,
Well, I can tell you something. I used to be a hacker many, many years ago, okay? And I can honestly tell you the only way that someone gets swatted is because they give away more information about themselves than they should have.
yeah. See, Hadley,
Okay, now I'm very high on internet security. I've
You
been
mean like this?
well, you see how I just gave out my email and I
Yeah.
deleted. I gave it out for you guys. If there was someone in the room that snatched that email, tomorrow I should be flooded with 100 different types of spam.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is the problem with the internet and social media and platforms like this is people give out too much information. Now, I have a friend that used to do live streams like this in Chicago, and he had his cameras hooked up to his cameras outside, his security cameras.
Yeah.
And when he would do a live stream, he would be talking like I'm talking to you guys, and he'd say, "Hey, I just heard some noise outside," and he switched to the camera outside. Well, somebody through Google Maps found out where dude lived, and he went to work one day, and all his computer and camera equipment was stolen.
Oh, shit.
Because you give up too much information.
Hey, Roger, I'm sorry I missed your commercial. I saw you put the Teespring. This is the official Canadian Drone Hub mug that Roger has on his Teespring account, along with T-shirts and everything else. And they really are a nice, sturdy mug. I'm sorry, Roger.
No, actually, Roger should do that a lot more often. You know how, Roger, you were on our show and I would stop and say, this show is sponsored by those guys. Phantom Flight 101 and I are those guys. And everything that we do is for the live stream. So technically we're sponsoring it, but you have merchandise.
Yeah.
Periodically, if you're on for 3 hours, your merchandise should be shown at least 6 times. Twice an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, people get tired of it. See Val's like Sunday.
And who's going to be on Sunday, Michael?
I think that's going to be me.
Michael's going to be interviewed Sunday at 7 p.m. on Val Flight.
Okay.
Dude, I feel like I got nothing to say, man.
Okay, Steve Carpenter, thank you very much. Mothman 46, welcome.
You want to know what? Philly?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. You have that personality, because a couple of mornings when it was warmer out, I would cut my computer on and you'd be out flying. And I can honestly tell you enjoy yourself. You're like, wow, man, did you see this building? I'm like, dude, you live in the city. You see it every freaking day. You're having such a fucking building. I really enjoy that. So when you go on Val's show, Canadian Drone Hub, more advertising. When you go on Val's show, trust me, she is more than enough talented to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
Just watch what you say to her. She's very frisky.
Yeah. Oh, sure. More.
Well, here's the advertisement for Canadian Drone Hub. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day long.
That's how you do it. See, Roger, you got free endorsements here, man. You're balling.
You're balling. I love that.
Yeah. I'm sure Val's gonna be wanting to do an interview with you, Phantom 101. Pretty sure. And the squads. Yeah.
Look, I have no problem. And my wife is sitting here behind me. You may see her hit me in the head a couple of times for getting too loud, but I'm down.
Asgard Studios. Hey, I didn't even know you were in here, man.
What's up, Asgard?
And anytime she wants.
Yes, let her know. Definitely, Roger. In fact, we would like to have her on Sunday nights with those guys. We could make her one of those guys. Like we did you, Roger.
Yeah.
You know?
It's on her working hours on Sunday.
We got a list of the questions first.
Yeah. Mike, you might have to ask her what is she going to talk about before the show. Because she will have you going, dude.
She'll email you and talk to you and all that.
She does a deep dive into your history before you ever get on with her.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I saw the interview with Cam 7.
Yep.
What's up, Louis P. Floyd?
No pressure. I'll be running out. I don't know if I'm going to do this now.
When you tune into Val's channel, you got to have a soda or whatever, and you got to have a box of popcorn because it's going to be entertainment.
This is true. I agree. I do agree.
Oh, no.
By the time Val's done with you, you'll be doing live streams.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Her signature, though, is she doesn't let you off until she makes you cry.
Yeah.
Or make you turn beet apple red like she does Canadian Roger all the time.
Yes. Well, and the thing of it is always remember, Roger's going to be in the background sitting there just like he is now during the whole thing. So
yeah. Okay, my friend, let's have a good night. Thank you very much for coming in, my friend. Yes, sir.
Oh man, this should be fun.
Don't even worry about it. You know, it's like going to school the first day. Everyone's worried about being embarrassed or making a fool of themselves. Don't worry about that. Val's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, Michael, you got enough energy and personality. You will survive.
I hope so.
Yeah,
When is
you'll-
she interviewing you?
Tomorrow night, 7:00. Right, Paul?
right after our live stream.
Okay.
Phantom Flight right after our live stream.
How could I forget? I've been seeing this sign all day long for 3 days straight now. And he does not let me forget it.
Yeah, kid, how you doing?
Yep.
You
Fresh,
know,
fresh
I will
meat,
have
7:00 tomorrow night. Fresh meat.
Yeah, guys, I'm new to this, man. I did my first live stream the other day. Roger was nice enough to pull me in. Mitch from the Old Guy in a Drone pulled me in. So this, I can count on God 2 hands now how many times I've been on. So I'm new to it all.
You're already a veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val is just going to de-virginalize you.
Yeah.
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 It's kind of like a trip to the proctologist.
Yeah.
You're scared of it, but you know you need it.
Yeah.
If you want, Phil, Mike, if you want, check out the interview you did with me and Kim. My Val's channel.
Say that again, Raj.
Just check out the interview she did with me and Kim on Val's channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do.
No, to be honest, she's
got a
very.
string of them.
To be honest, Val is very innocent, but I do read between the lines. She's very Freudian.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got that look on her face when she asks you a question. It's like it's like you're talking to the librarian and you don't dare say anything that isn't true because she's liable to reach right through and choke you.
You mean the principal, not the librarian. Drone Bums in the house. Welcome back.
And guys, I'm going to have to get off of here only because tomorrow I'm supposed to be going to pick up a Phantom 4 Professional.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Val's Life, Sunday and Tuesdays night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Don't forget your show
Phantom Flight 101. I'll be meeting you over there tomorrow.
Okay,
because I'll be getting a ride. And Drone Evolution at NYC is going to go look at Twan's car.
He was
There
in.
you go.
Yeah, he was in there.
Where'd he go? He left.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone already. But I'd like to thank you guys for having me on the panel. And like I said, if you can come hang out with us tomorrow night, we would love it. If you send me an email, I will definitely send you one to join the show at any random time.
Thank you, Novice.
There's no specific topic. I mean, if you want to come in and yell banana cream pie and cut your camera off, you can do it. Okay.
Or come in and sit there
Rick,
and sit and eat brownies, right?
Dude, if you sat there and ate brownies, it would be a plus. Okay. Roger, Paul, Mike, Phantom Flight 101, you guys have a great evening. I'm going to call it a night and get back to the real world, unfortunately.
All the best.
All right, all you guys in the chat room, you guys, please come by tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Novice Quads. I'm going to type in the chat room before I leave so you guys can support us.
Yes.
And we could have another part 2 from tonight.
There you
if
go.
you want.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, later, guys. Good night.
Hey, my friend, you take care.
We'll see you tomorrow
Later.
night. Okay, guys. I'm going to invite in Louis P. Floyd and Hatley if you want to come in for some FPV talk. It's up to you guys.
Hey guys, I think I'm going to skate out too because I need to send my drone up in the air, man. I've been on these live streams all day and I haven't flown or done anything. And we finally got no rain and I got a new battery and I want to go test it out, man. Do a nice.
Only Michael will let you go only if you promise to reset the camera.
Oh, ain't making that mistake anymore. Yes, sir. So thank you again, guys. Thanks.
Michael,
bud.
take care, my friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Phantom, it was nice to meet you, bud.
Nice talking to you, man.
You too. I'll see you guys. Thanks, Roger.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
All right.
Take care. Okay, so I know Lewis. Lewis, you feel like coming in? I'm gonna send you a link, and I'll send a link to Hadley. Won't be long. Just change it. Somebody's got a TV working in the background. Inbox. Is that you, Paul?
No, not me.
Okay. It's been so long I haven't seen Lewis. I can't find his name.
You almost need an electronic Rolodex, don't you, Roger?
Yeah. There we go. Link, paste, sent. Hadley, would you feel it coming in? Oh, you're getting acupuncture at the moment? Oh, okay. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, live stream that, Hadley, will you please? I can see it now. It comes up. Here's Hadley, the human pincushion. Here we go.
Hey. Okay. John Donato, have a good night. Are you leaving, John? Donato?
Michael McReynolds is leaving too. So
yeah.
Where are they going?
I don't know. If they're in Canada, they might be going to Tim Hortons. I don't know.
Don't say that. I haven't went to Tim Hortons since yesterday. No, day before yesterday.
You guys on the East Coast, do you have any Tim Hortons over there?
Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
It's kind of a Canadian version of McDonald's. Like a donut palace.
No.
But they also have sandwiches and things, kind of laid out a lot like a McDonald's type of situation. But you can go in and there's trays of brownies and donuts and cinnamon bun. I mean, you hit the door and it's like, oh yes, oh yes.
They don't have that at McDonald's.
They do at Tim Hortons.
I know Val's just trying to get here just to go to Tim Hortons. There we go. Okay. None here.
Yep, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
I was the Orchards.
Val's Life.
Where is she tonight?
She's at work.
Oh, okay.
She's self-employed, so she takes any job she can get, right?
Okay.
Yep. When she can get the contract and the money, she gets the money. I don't blame her.
Yeah.
And then Canadian Drone Hub, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day long.
Oh, you're gonna have to drink some water, Paul, after that. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? He looks burnt.
Lewis looks tired tonight.
I am very tired. Just got done doing a daddy-daughter dance with my little girl.
Oh.
The butterfly kisses.
Usually you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but the eyelids are about half-mast tonight.
Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I got up at like 5, went to my mom's 100 miles away, and then did a little flying. Maybe some of you have seen it.
And then you probably
and then I came back and then went to the dance, and yeah, it's been fun.
Wow.
That's good. That's good.
You can only stretch that rubber band so far, and then you got to come back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Lewis, Phantom Flight 101?
Hey,
I don't think I've ever had the pleasure.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
I'm hanging in there.
Good. I'm hanging out with both hands, though.
See, JL, actually.
What's up, Ricky Dove?
Ricky's always there.
So is Roger.
Yep.
Chris Hope has a question. Okay, Chris.
Uh-oh. No, he's telling you good night, Roger. That's what his question is.
Okay. Okay, Chris Hope. You have a good one. Thank you for coming in and supporting everybody. Joel Southgate, how you doing? Yeah, we're on a roll tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, I when I popped in, you had like a whole panel going.
Yeah.
Roger had people all across the entire bottom of the screen.
That's what it looked like when I showed up too.
Just trying the computer up, guys.
Oh man. I'm Paul. I'm all cool me. Yeah, cool.
Doing good there, Joel Southgate. Yes, sir. So you went flying today again?
Yeah, I flew this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to reconformal coat and redo everything here because I was having issues with it. But I was trying to do what's called a Maddie spin around a water tower. And it was tough because I don't have quite the right angle. I got to have more of an up angle on this so I can get that upside down kind of feel. But my attempt was all right with it. It was cool. I lost it in the snow for about 10 minutes and panicked.
Oh, you gotta make sure you gotta dry it off completely, and you're gonna put some more foam coating on it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna redo the whole thing again. I can't trust it.
Okay. No,
Knows about the door is wicked awesome. Yeah, baby, you know that tune, right? Yeah, I'm a Doors fan too.
You said you was flying by a water tank?
Yeah, a big, huge water tower, the town water tower. It's, my last post I just did tonight. I've been wanting to fly by it for a while, but it's like right by our town hall, and there's always court going on in and on and all there. So, today there was nobody, so I was like, I'm doing it.
If I fly by anything near our courts, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. I live up. I will. Where I was in the sticks.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares. Nobody knew I was even there.
No, I didn't look at your video today, Paul. A couple of them I haven't looked at.
I know you're slacking, Roger. You're slacking.
A lot of people haven't looked at their notifications.
It's all right. You got a lot of people coming in.
Yeah. Got way too many.
Oh, you did it to yourself.
Okay, I'm wedged. What do you want? No problem. If you want to come in on the panel, I'm wedged. Go for it. Can you raid a channel for me? Okay. Which channel is that?
Whose channel? Should I sing the Jeopardy theme song?
I don't care. We can raid any channel. Everyday Dad's Life.
Everyday Dad's Life. Solutions High Art.
I don't care. We can go and raid it and come right back. I don't care. Yeah, okay. Let's raid it. I'm there already. Put this on.
Mac like desktop. Okay, this sounds totally stupid. Is it a touchscreen? Or do I?
I'll hit them up. Sure, why not?
Hashtag.
I have an iPad, but it's an iPad. Like, do I touch it or do I mouse it? Anybody? Right? So I really don't know how to do that. I really don't. So if you have any input, I will take it. So yeah. What is this?
Hit that like button, everybody.
What's going on? And,
I think I was like
Indian drone
40 or
operator,
something tonight there, Roger.
Okay.
welcome. You some now.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's good. to know.
I was an even number, I remember.
I What's up, Repelver? What's up, JDs? All right, Indiana kid, what's going on? Tim, Dad, have so much fun with the grandkids. Take pics, and then I'll keep checking my email.
All right, so we raiding this place here? Is that what we're doing?
Don't tread on me.
I'm coming
Got
back.
I
I'm
love
coming
the
back.
name. Wonder if you're Marine.
There we go.
All right, so
Okay,
we
I'm
raiding
out of
this
there.
place here?
Yeah, I'm out of
What
there.
we're doing?
Okay, I'm back. Hey, Farmer JT. Okay, Drone Trail on me favorite sponsored trip, St. Catherine Street. I wish there Drone Trail on me. St. Catherine Street's a well-known red light club street here in Montreal. Drone treading on me knows that place. So, okay. Oh, it's cool. I'm Wedge. I was happy to do it. Art goes in the house. I don't know if the Misfits are going to be on tonight. They were on. Were they on last weekend? I can't remember.
I think they were on late. They had some problems first off, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have some problems with their stream.
Yeah. Oh, JDS, that's the problem. I know one. I'm not going to be on way too late, guys, because
Roger, you always say that.
this is my second live stream today, and tomorrow I got to do another one.
We're not wearing you out, are we, Roger?
No.
Roger will be here in the morning, and then Val's Life at 7 o'clock.
And then Roger for the rest of the day.
Pardon?
And then Roger shows the rest of the day.
Yeah, you heard him right. You heard him
All
right.
day long, all day long. See how he manages that is he'll go on other people's channels too, and he sits in that same chair, same position, and he's always in the background. He's always there, you know.
No, it's a statue, man. It's a statue. He just puts it up there because sometimes he perpetrates like, you know, it's like sketching out or something.
Okay. So he's got it
Trixie,
on a loop.
Roxy just walks by and kind of like nudges it and it just moves a little bit, and everyone's like, "Oh, Roger is there." Okay, all right.
Yeah, Drum says, yeah, you have to get up to the 6 a.m. for the live stream. Oh my God, Drum. I'll try. Okay, I'll try. I'm not promising anything, but I'll try.
Wow.
Wow, 6 a.m.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm usually up at that time.
Roger's not afraid.
No, especially if he's going to stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning with the Misfits.
I don't go on longer than the Misfits, man. I can't. 11 o'clock, my eyes are glued shut almost.
That's a quick in and out, right?
Yeah. Joel Southgate just hit 950 supporters. Oh, cool. I'm very happy about that. Everybody check out Mothman 46.
I don't think I have him. Is he? Is that?
He has no content, but he's a very good supporter on live streams.
Uh-huh.
I've been watching him on other live streams. He's very polite, so I gave him a wrench and I welcomed him into the community.
Oh. I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, and while we have a little lull here, don't forget we got to make sure that Roger's everybody joins Roger's Coffee Club and
Roger, how much are you paying this guy?
Go to his bank account. And
he must be making big bucks.
What a great mug! I'll tell you what, it's only $9. It's heavy duty. It's good. It's a good mug. I mean, look at the workmanship on that.
It's the Roger Home Shopping Network.
That's it. And Here, I'm going
Soon
to
to
show
be
you.
delivered to you by drones.
And I'm going to show you right down here. See this little red mark there? That's Val's life right there.
Okay. Joel Southgate, 950. I'll send you some addies. Okay, drone tread on me. Yeah. Sunrise at 3:30 a.m. Rick Oliver. Ooh, that's a hell of a sunrise. Yeah.
And speaking of Val's life,
Roger, did you put Kim to bed already?
No, he's upstairs. He's been tinkering on some drones, and he's been looking at I think playing some games upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been on the computer all night.
So I shouldn't try and harass him out then, huh?
No. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I know. He was on the computer all morning with me, and tonight he's taking a break off it, I guess.
How come? So did you guys have turkey for dinner or
chicken? How'd you know?
You didn't shoot those wild turkeys out there?
Oh God, no! I won't eat those things, man. No way, no way. Yeah, he's trolling. There you go, Hadley.
What's wrong with them?
Wild turkeys. No, I already ate some of that, and I don't like the taste at all. I don't know if it's the way the person cooked it or whatever, but that taste stayed in my mouth for about a week, and I didn't like it.
well, Roger, there's a difference between fresh wild turkeys and roadkill. You know?
Freshly killed turkey, wild turkey.
I don't know. A friend of mine brought a bottle of wild turkey by. It was all right.
Bottle of wild turkey. Yeah.
That'll leave a taste in your mouth too, won't it, Roger?
No, really, and we cooked it in a wood stove. You know, the oven, the wood stove, and everything there. We did it like that. Cooked it all overnight and everything, and came apart really nice and everything. But God, the taste, I couldn't take it.
So wait a minute. So what did you do? Did you eat it anyways to be polite, or did you just this is awful?
No, I can't take it. I just put this dish aside and I called it pizza. That's it.
Like, what was wrong with it? I mean, how can it taste much different than a regular turkey?
Well, they had this huge dog that they were using and letting them take a leak on the stove.
That's everything outdoors. Oh, Paul.
I Am Wedge says it's got a gamey flavor to it. Okay.
But if the dog was peeing on the wood.
That's what they were using to baste it in.
They call it country marinade.
Wait. What was the breed of the dog? I don't want no Great Dane, okay?
It might have been a bear too. Who knows?
Yeah, it's it. Drone tread on me. Yep. Classic CDH at night. Yeah, it's true. Hey, Brian on the go. How you doing? No, the pines. There was a game, like I said, gamey taste, like a gamey flavor. Yeah, that's it.
Well, the other thing you should have noticed, Roger, is the vent they were using on that stove was connected to the outhouse too. So it was like.
That's real backwards cooking.
I know. I had a little pizza that night too. So yeah, go check on your puppy there. I'm wedged. Okay.
The visual on that just won't leave our minds, you know.
Hey, Drone Pool. How you doing, Drone Pool?
Drone pool. Did you is it a new drone? First of all, if it's a new drone, make sure everything's configured on the configuration page. Are you doing SBus, PWM, and all that stuff? Make sure that's all nice and pumped out. And if it is a new drone, go back up to ports on Betaflight and make sure you're on the right UART and whatnot for whatever your RX is. As far as that, I don't know what else to tell you. If I didn't catch you and help you with that, shoot me a couple of pictures. Private message me through YouTube. You can get me some screenshots of what may be your problem.
Corey Manoff.
Or answer that, Roger.
Yeah.
Or it could just be a bum RX. I've had those before too. Roger does not look happy.
He's gotta be getting tired. He's been on all day long.
I swear to God, we got to get him to do a marathon, and we should like somehow monetize it. Like he's got to go like a week.
Kind of like the dance thing, right?
Yeah, no, like think of Jerry Lee Lewis or Jerry Lewis, you know, the telethon.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is monetize it like the dance thing. You saw that, Lewis, didn't you?
Yeah.
He just said super chats for a burlesque Roger dance. Don't tread on me. No, not tonight. Not tonight.
Al isn't here to start it up. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, she's on the phone.
Guys, I'm as you saw when I got on, I've had quite the day, so I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for shooting me the link, Roger. Sorry I didn't mess it up more than I did already. So,
Lewis, you have a great evening, and just remember, be careful of wood stoves outside.
Yeah.
Don't cook the turkey in it.
Inside.
Hey man, nice meeting you. Have a good one.
Nice
I'm sure we'll hook up with Roger again sometime.
For sure.
All right, guys.
All right, take it
up
easy.
Unless you're doing upside down yaw spin.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
See you later. Roger, I'm about to get off myself.
Okay, no problem.
I got a couple of things I got to do, and then I got to meet Novice Quads in the morning. So,
Drone Tread on Me just sent Roger $4.20. Roger getting jiggy or Timbets.
Yeah. Okay, Phantom Flight 101. It was my pleasure having you on here tonight.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, Phantom.
Thank you. Nice seeing you guys again.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
You
see you
take
tomorrow
care.
morning.
Look forward to seeing you again, my friend.
Yeah, if we don't see you tomorrow morning, we'll see you tomorrow night on your show.
Definitely. I'll stop by and see you in the morning.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Take care.
We'll see ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Joe and Bum, you have a good one too?
Roger, I'd say you can probably pull the plug anytime you want to, like 10:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to back out because I can see your eyes are just becoming little slits.
That's for making me laugh too much.
You're getting tired.
Nah, not so bad, not so bad. But I will be backing out soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you want me to just back out of here and let you say good night to everybody and answer a few questions and make sure that everybody knows about Val's Life tomorrow night?
Yeah.
At 7 o'clock. Michael Philly Drone Life is going to be on there. He's going to be the meat of the evening. And don't forget that also everybody, Canadian Drone Hub, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day long.
There you go.
This is the place on YouTube. You haven't arrived until you're here on Canadian Drone Hub.
Hey, Brian on the go, did you see that video that Kim posted about Roxy?
That's beautiful. Yep.
It was really well done. Did you see the picture when she was in the pet shop though?
Yep.
That face of hers took us right away.
Oh well, she's got a face everybody loves anyway, Roger. They all comment on it, and they love the Roxy cam when she comes over there.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't love Roxy?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if everybody saw the Roxy video. I can post it now if you want.
Yeah, post it again so they see it. Go to the link. It's really too bad you can't switch it over onto your link so everybody can just watch it, because it's only, what, 2 or 3 minutes long.
It's 2 minutes long. Yeah.
Yeah.
But seeing it's already on Kim's page,
it's too bad you don't have another camera it's focused right in on your monitor, so that if you wanted to show something, you could just tap over and go to that.
Yeah, there's that link there, everybody. Check out the link. You'll see Roxy when she was a baby.
Just what the Scottish say, a wee baby.
Yeah.
She's a little doll. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Also, Roger, before you go, make sure you put your Teespring account up there too, so everybody can go get your T-shirts and hoodies and mugs. If you want to be a member of the Canadian Drone Hub Club, this is the way to do it right here.
And everybody knows I do not make that much money off it. I make about 25 cents off each thing I sell. I've got the prices put down low so everybody can afford them.
Yep, and it's good quality stuff too. If we ever get them.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't open the link. Hold on. It's working okay here. Try it again, my friend. It works okay on me. I just clicked on the link. It works okay. Okay, Rick Holibert, thank you very much for coming in, supporting us. It's much appreciated, my friend.
Rick, you're the man. Come back and see us. Remember, all day long, and Val's Life tomorrow night, you know.
Hey, Junk Pick, how you doing? Yeah, that's almost one of the best videos Kim put up, I think.
It's a great video.
Mm-hmm. Everybody check out everybody's channels. Works there, Rick? Okay.
It's an absolutely fabulous video, Roger. You should be proud of that.
Mm-hmm. And I do not know who would give a dislike on that, but got strange people in life. Okay, Phantom Hogs. Well, I'll just repost the link if you want. Is that the same one you posted yesterday? Yeah, I got her channel there. Yeah. I just have to try and. I'm gonna have to go onto her about page there, see if she's got an email. I'll probably email her, see what she says about Instagram, Facebook link, view email address. I'm not a robot. Submit. Okay. Yeah, I got her page already there, so I'll try and email her, see if I can get her on. Yeah, she is nice though. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Junk Pick. Yeah, you told me that the other day you were in Montreal. Yeah. I wish I could have gone down there and met you, but okay, Rick Oliver, have a good one. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you had a good time in Montreal. That's for sure. I can hear good old Roxy snoring away there.
Roxy. The heart and soul of the Canadian Drone Hub.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think I will be closing down. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got her as a puppy. That cage you saw her in, that's when she was at the pet shop. We bought her there, and now she's 10 years old. Yeah. I'm about, well, it depends where you were in Montreal exactly. I'm 45 minutes away from Montreal. At 70 miles an hour, about that. Hey, John Paul. I'll see you in the morning, John Paul, that's for sure. Okay, Hadley, take care.
Roger, I'm gonna post that link if anybody's interested in the Enterprise video.
Okay, no problem.
So that if anybody wants to take a look at one of my first flights with the Enterprise and see the difference between RGB, which is the regular camera shots, and the infrared thermal imaging camera. Yes.
My 23-pound Siamese cat will be 10 this month. Wow.
23-pound cat. Wow. In some countries and in the Far East, that would be a smorgasbord.
Okay. You were a few minutes from Mount Royal. Mount Royal. That would have taken me about an hour and 20 minutes to get there. Go right across Montreal. And now with all the blade construction they got going on there in Montreal, it's really ridiculous.
Well, Roger, I'm going to let you take it right to the end, and I'm going to back out of here so you can say goodbye to everybody. I want to say goodbye to all the family and friends right here on Canadian Drone Hub. This is the place to be, and obviously Roger's going to be on tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock a.m. Make sure you're here, and tomorrow night, don't forget Val's Life and Philly Drone Life. Michael's going to be on there, so, and of course Roger's always there too. So make sure you stay on top of that. You don't want to miss it.
See what John Poole wrote down?
What? Oh. You need to try peanut butter stuffed Oreos. Amazing. Oh, I have to put that on my list, Drone Poole. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Roger, we'll see you. Say goodnight to Kim and give Roxy a little pat on the head for me.
Yeah, for sure, Paul. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, there was some construction going on, that's for sure. The next time we will like heading up that way. Okay, that's cool, Junk Pick. Okay there, Brian, on the go. Thank you very much. And Drone Pool, you have a good night. Flying with Stan. We try our best to make good streams. You know, it's we had a lot of fun again tonight. Yeah. Hadley, have a good one. I am wedged. I've got a 950 bad puppy. Okay, Hadley, have a good one. Rick Oliver, bye for now. Corey Mano. Yeah, I know you guys are supposed to get hit with snow. Yeah, I know. Okay, Interactive DNA. I know you guys are supposed to get hit with a storm, but it's not coming this way. I'm glad. Roger, send me the link again. Okay, I will. Won't be long. There you go. That's the link for Roxy. Yeah. Okay, Ricky Dove, thank you very much for coming in, my friend. Yes, sir. I will be careful. I can't hurt myself going to bed. If it doesn't work for you, Junk Pick, I don't know why. If it does, if it doesn't, I don't know why, but it's working. I'll click on here again, see if it works. And it's working here. Okay. Okay, everybody, I'm going to wish you all a good night. Thank you all so much for coming in. Okay, cool. Yeah, she was a cute puppy. You got the words exactly right there. I'm wedged. Okay, everybody. Bye for now. We'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I can't reach it either, but it's on your YouTube channel. It's on Furball Kim's. It's on Kim's channel. Furball Kim, yeah. It's on his channel. Okay, John, tread on me. You be safe too, my friend. Ricky Dove, have a very good one. We'll see you tomorrow, John Paul. Bye, everybody.